Good morning. Happy Friday. Let's do this. Cotter and Marshall Show, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're hanging out today, be sure to give us a like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen to the show. Download the app for free. Get us in your in-home smart speaker. Check us out at rock1061.com. Marshall, happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday to you. We're just a couple of dicks over here. Dick Broadcasting boys, that is.
Of course. We're sporting our official Dick Broadcasting hoodies today.
Yep.
It was our bonus.
Corporately mandated to wear them once a month.
It's cold, man. What do you want? It's cold.
Well, yeah, but it's always awkward when we both are wearing the same exact thing into work.
Yeah.
I looked at you. You looked at me. We just kind of go, well, this is our life. This is what we're doing now.
That totally happened.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll manage. It's a Friday.
Yeah, it's a Friday.
A Friday.
Yeah.
Weekend is just hours away. For us, 4 hours away, even better. So hang out on the show today. Cam Cross going to join us for Beer for Breakfast. I love that Cam's coming back to the studio.
Yeah, so Cam, this is his third appearance in studio, but he'll be the one and only two-timer when it comes to Beer for Breakfast.
It's an honor.
Yes.
It's an honor.
Should we tell him that I invited 4 other people first and they all said no?
I would totally tell him.
Oh, okay.
I think it's totally fair.
Cool.
Coming up on top of the 8 o'clock hour, our Cool Guys tournament continues. All I'll say, first upset happened.
I knew it. I knew it.
First upset went down. We'll tell you who the upset was coming up at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. We will do some trivia this morning. Call, comment, and text. What incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do when you were younger that make you ask, how am I still alive today?
Got some amazing stories online last night.
Dude, this is like your question because we've talked about it many times. Neither of us know how you are still here.
Nope.
It makes no sense.
I think I've told so many stories now. I don't even know what I've told at this point. So I got a couple, some bullet points.
It'll be greatest hits.
Yeah.
Greatest hits for Marshall. And we'll kick off the show with the bout last night. Chicago Bears could be getting a badass stadium. There is a Georgia cocaine kingpin that got busted. And Scottie Pippen, he doesn't like Michael Jordan.
No.
That story's next. Here's Papa Roach and Kill the Noise. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061. I forgot to send me my notes. I'll be right back.
Okay. Those are important to the process. Important to the process. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? I'm a dick boy today. Dick Broadcasting boy. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday, more importantly. Morning, Andrew. Morning, Tony. Morning, Holly. Morning, Heather. Morning, Jess. Yeah, we are totally twinsies today. Jess, it was obviously amazing to see you last Saturday over at Wormstock. Meet that handsome fellow of yours. John is his name. I'm also a John, so obviously handsome as hell. All right, guys, on the show today, lots of stuff. Cotter mentioned, obviously, Beer for Breakfast. Going to be talking about last night. Going to be doing some an update on the Cool Guys tournament, which you can obviously go check out. The tournament is currently up and updated over at rock1061.com.
Cam works for Southern Eagle?
Southern Eagle Distributing. He's a beer guy.
He is a beer guy.
Technically, I think his title is like craft beer specialist or something. So
fancy.
And they all get that title. They're just throwing that title around, man.
Does it mean anything anymore?
Of course it does. Of course it does. To him. To him alone.
So for the call-in today, so there's the one short story I've never shared. I shared it once in the afternoons, I think prior to you joining.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to share it today. It's not your typical dumb thing, but looking back, it's one of those, maybe it was dumb, and I'm definitely glad I'm alive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tell that story. It's not a funny story.
Oh.
So just FYI.
Are we going to cry?
Could bring the mood down a bit. I don't think we'll cry, but it is the most disturbing, bizarre, effed up situation I've ever been in my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's kind of sandwich that in with some funny ones so you don't bring the mood down, Cotter. Don't kill Friday, man. It's Friday. It's not Fry. Pray for Cotter. Jesus. So later on tonight at 6:30-ish, Cotter and I are going to be kicking back some White Russians, and nothing has ever gone wrong when him and I drink White Russians together. That's another story for another day. Maybe we'll tell it tonight.
I don't know if we can.
Maybe we should.
I don't know if we can tell the story.
But 6:30 tonight, we're going to be doing a live stream on the PM side of things. So that'll be for Answer the Internet. We'll tell you more about it after this break.
All right, be right back, guys. So we learned something recently. Scottie Pippen, not a fan of Michael Jordan. Story's coming up next. Story number one about last night. So last year during the pandemic, we got the epic ESPN documentary, The Last Dance, about the final run of the 1990 Chicago Bulls. But let's be honest, the focus was Michael Jordan.
He's the greatest player of all time.
I'm not arguing that. Well, his teammate Scottie Pippen, not a big fan of the series. And in his new book, Unguarded, he takes some shots, not only at the documentary, but also Jordan. One of the things he wrote was each episode was the same. Michael on a pedestal, his teammates secondary, smaller. The message no different from what he referred to us back then as his supporting cast. They glorified Michael Jordan while not giving enough praise to me and my proud teammates. Michael deserved a large portion of the blame. The producers had granted him editorial control of the final product. The doc couldn't have been released otherwise. He was the leading man and the director.
Yeah. And you know what? He did a great job. I'm telling you what, The Last Dance from ESPN, that 10-part documentary was what we needed to help keep us going during the pandemic last year, because last year obviously was rough on all of us. And you know what? Michael Jordan, he made $10 million off The Last Dance, and he earned every last penny of it. I couldn't have been happier with the final product. And I don't know why Scottie Pippen is it just for selling this book? Or I think he's got a liquor too. I think he's got like a tequila or something out there.
He does, yeah.
Like, why is Scottie Pippen burning all of these bridges with his former teammates? I mean, in his book, he absolutely destroys certain teammates. Scott Skiles, the coach that came in after Phil Jackson, he talks about how he cried in front of him. I mean, like, Scottie Pippen is just burning the world down right now just to sell a few books, and it seems like a weird way to go about it.
Now, I haven't heard a lot about Pippen or from Pippen since he left the Bulls, but I don't think I've ever heard anybody go, Scottie Pippen, great guy.
Yeah, he just seems like a salty gentleman. He was always the number 2 guy. When you talked about the Chicago Bulls in the 90s, it was Michael Jordan, and then it would take you about 5 seconds to be like, oh, it's Scottie Pippen. And then after that, it depended on what era of three-peat. Tony Kukoc, Dennis Rodman. Like, it took a while. Ron Harper. It took a while for you to even figure out who that third person was. But, I mean, at least he was the second guy. That's not too bad.
And he was a great second guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Scottie Pippen is one of the greatest players in the NBA. He just happened to be on the team with the greatest. I'm sorry, man. You know, you just is that bad luck? No. It got you 6 championships.
But also, I'm once again, not a book guy. I almost want this book.
I want to read.
I almost kind of want to read it.
Book on CD.
Yeah, send it to me. Listen to it on your way to Austin, then mail it to me.
Okay, fair enough. This book, Unguarded, comes out on Tuesday. Definitely curious about that. Coming up next, we got to talk about a Georgia cocaine kingpin who recently got. He's going to jail for a very long time.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
For a very, very long time. We got that up next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Wanda says, look at you and Dewey matching this morning. Dewey, drop, morning time.
Charles Screw Pippen, always hated that dude. He always did. He always just came across as he's no fun.
Yeah, the thing with Scottie Pippen, too, is he has, now for personal attacks on Scottie Pippen, Scottie Pippen has one of the largest noses in the history of man. And they say, you know, as you grow older, your nose does not stop growing. Bad news for you, Cotter.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen now has like one of the all-time gigantic Gandalf noses in the history of man.
Yeah.
Look up, Google Scottie Pippen 2021. Scottie Pippen's nose is trying to run away from its face. It's brutal. It is brutal. I'm like, man, Scottie Pippen's looking old. I'm like, nope, I just think his nose is trying to touch his chin.
Heather Davis said, I'm never drinking White Russians ever again.
Oh.
There's a story there.
Sorry. Yeah, tell us that story, Heather.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we could tell our White Russian story on the air.
Yeah. All right.
If you run into us in a bar somewhere, and it's
yeah.
guys, the White Russian story, we'll share.
Yeah. We have to both be there, though, so you can hear the recollection.
Yeah.
So I think only half of us have each side, one half of the story.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so tonight we're doing a special live stream at 6:30. Do you want me to call? Yes, Heather, we want you to call, as long as you want to tell everyone. So tonight, 6:30, we are doing a special live stream called Answer the Internet. It's all the questions I didn't feel like we could ask on the live stream. So, this is the card game that we played when we first started the Cotter and Marshall show. Talked about doing it for Chris's special, but Cotter's leaving early, so we wanted to make sure we did it, though. And look, I built this little thing. Here, I'll show it off on the live stream.
It's fancy.
So there you go. That's what it's going to look like tonight. Answer the Internet, the nice Not Safe for Work edition. So that's what it's going to look like. Ooh, Heather's calling.
Let's check this out. Rock 1061, hello.
Hi, this is Heather.
Hey, Heather, what's going on?
Hi. So I want to tell you about my White Russian story.
Yes.
Oh, my God. It's awful. Like, I'm never drinking White Russians ever again.
Explain.
Not happening. Okay, so me and my ex-sister-in-law, this is when I lived in upstate New York, and she and I decided that we were going to get snot slinging drunk and decided to drink each a pitcher of White Russian.
Yes.
Now, if anybody knows how White Russians are made, they are made with dairy, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay, so now let's just fast forward to 3 hours worth of sleep, if you even want to call it sleep, to having to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to be at work at 7:30. And everything that I drank came right back up, and it all looked like cottage cheese.
It all curdled in your stomach.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was pretty, it was bad. So, yeah, this chick right here is never drinking White Russians ever again.
But they're so delicious.
I had a similar...
But they're so not.
No, they are. They're so good.
They are really.
They are.
No, they're not. I mean, okay, yeah, they do taste good, but here I was, 21 years old, stupid, and decided that I was going to drink an entire pitcher. And by pitcher, I'm talking about one of them big old pitchers that your grandma has full of sweet tea in the refrigerator.
Oh, my God. It's so much.
Yeah, it was not epic.
I think it's probably been
It was
long.
bad.
It's been long enough, Heather. I think you should give it another try.
No, absolutely not.
Just ease your way. One glass.
Heather, come into the live stream tonight here at the radio station. We'll make you one drink, and if you hate it, we'll kick you out of the studio. And if you like it, we'll kick you out of the studio either way.
Great. So if I like it, you kick me out. If I hate it, you kick me out. So it's a win-win for nobody.
Yeah, but also think about it this way: free drink. So
free drink. Yeah, free drink. I don't even drink that much anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
I really don't. Like every now and again, like if my husband, Jonathan, and I go out, like he's a beer drinker. He loves beer, and I do love beer. But I like flights of beer.
Yeah. No,
I like to sample the beers. And if I happen to like it, I'll order one. But that's like it. Like I don't drink.
It sounds like you drink.
I smoke. Does that count?
What kind of smoking? You smoking the crazy wacky cigarettes?
The wacky tobacco, of course.
Oh, okay, there it is. All right, okay, all right. Make sure no cops are listening. All right, cool. We're cool.
mean, if they are, whatever, I don't care.
Come find me, coppers.
Come find me. And what did NWA say in the 80s?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have a high respect for the police, Heather. So I don't know what you're gonna say.
Oh yeah, you know what they said.
I said respect the police. Respect the police.
Something like that. Yeah.
All right, Heather, we love you. We gotta go.
Thank you. I love y'all too.
Thanks, Heather.
You. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Respect the police. Stop at that stop sign, police.
Yeah, White Russians, man.
And she had like an old grandma's picture full of White Russians.
That's a lot.
That's so much.
That's a lot.
Like, was there even any ice in it? Like, do you think it was just like straight liquor? That's why she puked, because she's drinking warm milk at the end.
That's like a bottle each.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, that's so much.
We're going to have like 3.
That's so much.
Maybe 4. My wife thought, I don't know if she will or not, but my wife has the day off today. She's like, do you want me to drive you to and from the live stream tonight? I'm like, yes,
No,
that would be great.
Probably a good idea.
And she goes, well, do you want me to hang around? I'm like, I go, you could hang out, but I'm not going to put you on camera. She's like, no, that's fine. I'm like, you could actually stay and just make drinks for us. So maybe we'll have her do that.
We'll fire up the ice machine.
Speaking of, yeah, we do actually need to fire up that ice machine.
We do. It doesn't take too long, but we'll probably want to fire it up.
They'll just throw it on before we leave today.
Yeah. All right, we get about 2:40. Thank you for calling in, Heather. That was awesome.
I don't think we've ever talked to Heather before. And Heather hangs out with us every damn morning.
Yeah.
Love Heather. She's always the first one on. She's always the first one to comment. So anyway, later on tonight, 6:30-ish, we're going to be doing a special live stream, jumping back on you guys, and well, not on top of you, unless you want us to.
Anything's possible.
After a few drinks, we'll do anything. But we'll be doing Answer the Internet, a very not safe for work edition. We recommend young children do not watch. But I don't think young children are really our audience, so
I don't think that's our bread and butter.
I don't think we have to really worry about the under 18 crowd.
No.
Usually this doesn't scream, watch us to an 18-year-old.
Hey, kids, come on. We are the Steve Buscemi meme.
Hello, cool kids. Let's see. Once again, good morning, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're obviously up and at 'em this morning.
Coastal flood advisory.
What the hell? So it's supposed to rain today, yeah?
Yeah, valid until 11 o'clock this morning. Let's see.
Holy crap, you're in early.
What the?
Look, A-Dub's in at 6:30 in the morning.
I know, right?
I know. It's Dumb and Dumber right now.
I just thought it was Stacy walking in. What the hell?
Yeah.
Surprise.
6:30.
A-Dub's in this morning.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, welcome to work. This is what it looks like in the building at 6:23 a.m. Mm-hmm.
True story.
Yeah.
Nobody's here.
It's a good day when you get a nap in.
Did not get one in yesterday. That was right. All right, guys, 20 seconds. Be right back. Story 2. We're not math guys, but 87 pounds of cocaine sounds like a lot. Story number 2 about last night's Dexter Lee Williams. No, he must be a bad guy. 3 names. He was arrested in March of 2020 after investigations connected him to a shipment of 87 pounds of cocaine worth nearly $4 million.
I feel like that should be a lot more than just $4 million worth of cocaine. 87 pounds sounds like a lot of cocaine.
It does really sound, yeah, it's a stupid number. Now, Williams showed no emotions on Monday when the verdict was read, and he was found guilty of 3 racketeering charges. He hasn't been sentenced yet. Dude could face 60 years in prison.
He's probably going to prison for the rest of his life because they wiretapped him. They have over 25,000 telephone conversations and text messages that he has sent out. And then I looked at that number, and I'm like, I think I send like 3 text messages a day. I maybe take 1 phone call a day. I would be a terrible drug dealer.
Oh, you're on the phone constantly.
Yeah.
You're calling very unreputable people.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that his lawyers was like, look, he's not connected to this bigger ring. He just sold a little bit to this other guy this one time, guys. Yet here's all this wiretapping. No, we've got phone calls with this guy making deals.
Yeah, so prosecutors say that Dexter Lee Williams planned to expand his operations into Washington, D.C. and the New York City areas, while the cocaine he picked up was from the Mexico's Gulf Cartel. Once again, He was found with 87 pounds in Macon, Georgia.
Crazy.
Which is a great place probably to have drugs shipped into because nothing ever happens there.
Nobody's expecting it.
Name one thing that you can even think is... Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, name one thing in Macon.
87 pounds of cocaine?
I drove by. I stopped at a gas station once.
There you go.
They have monster trucks at that Coliseum they have that looks like it's about to fall down. The Macon Bacon play there.
Oh, that's true.
Do they anymore?
I don't know.
They close shop.
Are they a thing?
I don't know.
It's so confusing.
That's it.
Now, he was previously sentenced to 37 months in prison. That was back in 2007 for marijuana. So, obviously, he leveled up.
37 just for the marijuana?
37 months. Now, didn't say how much.
Watch out, Heather.
But obviously, he leveled up because now, he moved on to cocaine, bigger and better things.
Well, sometimes, you get the promotion. You get the promotion. The Mexican Gulf Cartel calls you up. They're like, hey, heard you were a weed guy. Like, I am a weed guy. Like, you want to be a coke guy? He's like, yeah, nothing else going on.
The Mexican Cartel, not a group of individuals that I think I want to be business partners with you.
Yeah, well, also, I don't think when they actually get your phone number, you got really any choice.
Good point. It's a solid
Yeah,
point.
I don't think you say no to the Mexican Gulf Cartel.
All right, we've got some good news coming up when it comes to the Chicago Bears. Details after Ozzy. It's Under the Graveyard. Cotter and Marshall. Rock 106.1.
Heather says, you guys are awesome. Thank you. I want to meet y'all for real, for real. Yeah. Like, no, I would seriously come in and I'll make you White Russian. This is your one opportunity.
See, we've got we've got like 2.5 weeks, man. Holy crap. So when I first, the first kind of like turned in my notice is, 6 weeks. It's going to last forever.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks. And by the way that you're going when it comes to packing, you're going to be ready to move here in about 6 months.
We'll be ready.
Cotter's consistent 1 room a day, and apparently Cotter lives in an 87-room mansion.
Hey, you don't know.
I think he said it. I think you said it on the live stream the other day. Like, yeah, there's like 10 boxes in the garage. Like total?
Yeah, that's about it.
Charles says it's not the rain that is causing the flooding; it's the moon phase and the wind. Aren't you an astrological motherfucker?
Morning, Scott.
Yeah. The A-Dub's in super early today. Uh-oh. Andrew just dropped a truth bomb on us.
Ooh.
Usually if the boss shows up on a Friday, especially early, somebody is getting fired.
Now he's wearing jeans.
What do you mean?
He's not going to fire somebody in jeans.
You could fire someone in jeans.
I don't think A-Dub would.
You've probably fired someone in jeans. I don't think you own any other sort of pants.
I don't own a pair of jeans.
What? Yeah, you do. You have a great pair of jeans.
They're not jeans. They're not
jeans.
They're not denim.
You don't own a pair of jeans?
I do not own a pair of denim jeans.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know.
How do you not own a pair of jeans?
I just don't own a pair of jeans.
That's more concerning the whole A-Dub firing someone. What the hell's wrong?
I don't know.
Someone buy Cotter a pair of jeans. What kind of man walks through life? No man at all is actually the answer. No man at all.
Don't have a pair of jeans.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Sorry.
So who's getting fired today? You're not getting fired. Oh, maybe you are getting fired. You're getting fired 2.5 weeks early. That doesn't make any sense.
It's like unemployment for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could be me, but like, I don't know. Aaron promised me a job on the live stream for 2022.
Nobody's getting fired.
Yeah, so I'm suing. I'm suing there. Straight up suing, son.
Nobody's getting fired.
Scott goes, hey guys, good morning. Andrew goes, I fired plenty of people wearing jeans. Charles says, Marshall is tough being the smartest guy in the room. It is. Heather, how can you not own denim? Denims, plural.
Rob, some lads not having jeans is a crime. I'll go buy a pair.
Do you have a jean jacket?
No.
Do you own any denim?
No.
No, you own. I've seen you wear gray jeans before.
They're not denim though.
What are they?
They're just pants.
Are they schmenim? Or what are they? Faux denim?
They're cloth. I don't know. It's just pants.
Or what they? You feel better on your genitals? What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
How's the genital feel of these pants? It's Cotter walking into a J.C. Penney's locally. Hello, ma'am. Where are your best genital touchers? No, pants. I meant pants.
I just don't. I don't know.
What the hell?
I'm sorry. I haven't owned a pair of jeans in years.
What the? Is it a personal choice? Did denim hurt you as a young child?
No. I bought that. So it's like I got the gray pants that I wear. I got a pair of khakis, got a black pair of pants, and then I've just got some,
So for the last decade, you've been wearing 3 pairs of pants?
No, those are just what I have. Now and then I have, a few other nicer ones that I wear shorts 95% of the time.
Wow.
Except when, vest season rolls in.
Right.
And it will be vesting up for the very last day.
Oh, Christ. All right. Well, we're going to burn that. Rob says the D in DNA stands for denim. Yeah. Prove him wrong. Prove him wrong. What are you, a science guy now?
No.
Jesus, what a revelation we've had this week.
You're learning so much about me.
Your name is Dewey?
No,
your real name is Dewey.
It was, an option.
Your new radio name is Dewey Dewdrop, and you don't own denim.
No.
Got lots of D's in your life. You hide another one? Scott says, show us on the emotional support doll where denim touched you. What if he had one? He just like all of this, all of the bottom half.
All right, guys, got about 20 seconds. We'll be right back. Sounds like the Chicago Bears getting ready to pull the Jeffersons move. Moving on up, new stadium in Arlington Park. Details. Story number 3 about last night. Marshall, as a Bears fan, I think this, is probably a true statement. You tell me if not. Term good news in the Chicago Bears, not usually used in the same sentence.
Usually not, and this could possibly be the best news that we've had as a team in decades.
So let's make history. We've got some good news about the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
The owner of Arlington Park recently said that he expects the Chicago Bears will redevelop the Northwest Suburban Racetrack with a world-class stadium. And this is the first time a company official has commented publicly on the team's anticipated plans for this new site.
Now, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, the Bears are locked into Soldier Field technically until like 2032, but they could break that lease anytime. So the Bears are spending almost $200 million. They're going to close on that deal probably late next year, early 2023. And then at that point, it'll be a couple-year process into building a new stadium. I think by, which is weird to say out loud, the late 20s of this century.
The roaring 20s.
The roaring 20s that we're currently in. It's very loud out there. We are going to have a new stadium in Chicago, like a massive, gigantic, like new, like Las Vegas Raiders, like Chargers and Rams type of stadium. And then they're going to build like a little battery, like kind of how the Braves have the battery around their park. They're going to build a lot of they have a lot of mixed use property. So they're going to put restaurants and shops and everything. So it actually may be a good time to be a Bears fan in about 8 years.
Now, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, Mayor of Chicago.
She's terrible. I hate her.
Has she gotten the memo that the Bears are moving out of Soldier Field?
No, she has. She's a big time denial person.
Okay.
She's massively in denial.
Because, she was saying, we're going to try to work this out. I wish the Bears would be more forthcoming in what they want to do.
It's like breaking up with a girlfriend and she's still trying. You're like, I've been sleeping with other people. And she's like, I'll come over and make you spaghetti. Like, you literally don't know how to cook. One of the reasons why I'm sleeping with other people. Like, we broke up a month ago. We're over. And she's still like, but I sent your mom a Christmas card. I'm like, she hates you. Stop this. Stop this.
All right. So hopefully good news for the Bears within the next, decade or so. Coming up next, you get more of us today. We got a special live stream going down tonight.
Oh.
We'll tell you what's going on next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Let's see. Charles says the Bears none at Soldier Field. Why do these people have to screw up all the great tradition? Charles, I can actually, as a Bears fan, and I've been this way my entire life. I've had this affliction. It is essentially a disease. The Bears Soldier Field is one of the worst kept stadiums in America. Their field is horrific. It's publicly owned, so it's publicly used. So therefore, there is events in Soldier Field constantly, even throughout the football season. So the field is straight up garbage. They have to literally piece it together the day before.
Jesus.
Like Kanye West had a show 2 days before a Bears game, and that game, I think 2 people blew out their knees on the turf because there was actually divots in the in the turf because that stuff moves because it didn't have enough time to like settle in and get solid in place.
Right, yeah.
Just it's terrible. Plus, it's the small stadium. So actually, the better answer is money. The Bears wanted money.
I'm going to get my coffee. Be right back.
Do it. Morning, Sean. How are you, buddy? Charles had a great question for Rob. Does Rob from New Zealand have a denim jacket with band patches all over it? He is a guitar player, correct? I believe he is. And I believe to be a guitar player in a band, you have to at least own one of those. All right, guys, coming up next, got the special live stream news that we've been talking about earlier this morning, at least. We'll share that with everyone on the air. Charles, I couldn't agree more. Charles said, publicly owned is the problem. Government can't manage a case of hemorrhoids. You're right. Sean's tired AF. Okay, buddy. We'll get you through the morning. Grab a cup of coffee. Let's go. Let's do this. What's everyone doing this weekend? That's actually a better question. No big deal. Technically, birthday weekend for this guy right here. Birthday's on Monday. So I think on Monday I'm really gonna instead of like 3/4 assing this show, I'm really gonna half-ass this show on Monday. What are you doing this weekend? Packing, moving.
Yeah. So question.
Putting your wife's sweaters on her body.
So we're gonna hang out with some friends tomorrow. Hince's Gones.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna hang out with them tomorrow. Probably be the last chance before I leave. So we're gonna hang out with some friends. Just gonna hit up like Two Tides and probably head over to Over Yonder and stuff like that. So that's Saturday. Probably in the morning we'll do some packing. Sunday probably all day house packing stuff. Got to get ready. We got carpet cleaners coming over on Tuesday. I got a moving company coming over. Instead of just giving you it's going to cost you $6,000 to move over the phone. They actually come in and look at your house, and then they give you a better, more accurate estimate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Got somebody coming over, so I got to get ready for that. So I put some items up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. One of them was this workout thing we bought years ago that, like every other...
The Bowflex, right?
Yeah, like every other workout piece in most people's houses, except for Charles, goes unused. So we're going to sell it because it's not something that can easily be taken apart and packed conveniently. It just takes up space. So I put it up for like $500 for best offer. It's like, whatever. Somebody offered me, however much, we're probably just going to say yes. So I got an offer last night, and somebody's like, give you $350? Cool, done and done. He's like, well, I live in like Charleston. I'll be down on Saturday. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go, I'm, anytime prior to 2 o'clock Saturday, I'll be home, swing by. So he hits me up today and is like, hey, I don't have Facebook on my phone. What's your address? Here's my phone number. So then I finally went to his Facebook page, and it says he lives in another country. He's from another country. So I'm like, is this a legit thing? Is he coming over to like, steal my stuff?
Give him the address 2 doors down from you.
Sorry, typo. So I don't know. I was like, is this sketchy or not sketchy? I haven't sold too much on Facebook Marketplace, and when I have in the past, it's not like I can't meet somebody in public and give them this. They have to come to my house.
Honestly, I would give them the address like 2 doors down from you.
Yeah.
And then what I would do is I would just kind of say, hey, when are you going to be around? And I don't know, kind of stay from there. But definitely have someone there with you. Like whenever you do like a Facebook deal, make sure you got a friend there. Make sure you just keep a knife in your back pocket.
Yeah. Yes, Wanda. Those just the two bar stools.
And then make sure to reiterate, this is cash only. I only take cash. There is not going to be a Venmo deal in front of my house.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you should be fine.
Okay. Because I really want to get rid of that. Because it just, like I said, we moved it from the house to this one, and it just takes up so much space in the moving truck.
So obviously, just before you came in, we were talking about what everyone was doing this weekend. Charles here said, I let's see, rain tomorrow, so we'll take advantage and clear desk, grocery shop, and meal prep. Sunday, murdering deer. So it's my birthday weekend, and my birthday's on Monday. So like I was telling everyone, I'm gonna really half-ass the show on Monday because I deserve it, and because I only like 3/4 ass it the rest of the time. And this weekend, I don't think we really have anything planned, but I realized earlier this week, I was like, it seems like a good soup weekend. So I'm turning 39, and I asked for soup pretty much on my birthday weekend. So that's how old I am.
And you call me old. Jesus Christ.
I looked at the weather. I'm like, it's going to be cold outside. Let's make some cheese potato leek soup.
Yeah. I mean, I love a good soup. Don't get me wrong.
What is everyone else up to? Scott says, I've watched things on TV about moving companies. Make sure you read the fine print if you have stairs. Oh.
And if there's anything in the contract about an unloading fee. Thank you for the heads up. I'll check that out. I do have stairs.
Are they going to be going up and down the stairs?
That's what I'm thinking. For the most part, probably not. We'll have most things downstairs. I may have them go up. We'll have one bed they'll have to move upstairs.
Yeah, when we moved out of Vegas to here, we just put everything in the garage. They even come in the house.
Yeah. And I mean that's where a majority of it's going to be. A majority of it will be in the garage. I guess it's just Ella's bed. She's not there using it, so I guess we could technically take that apart and break it down. So.
Jeremy says, just keep a gun in your hand the whole time, Cotter, and you'll be fine.
Good point.
Cotter doesn't own a gun, though.
Does this work?
Finger gun?
Yeah, just like that.
What are you talking? Dude, you have a pink flashlight stun gun.
Oh, that's true. So when it comes up, I just zap it a few times.
Yeah, just be out in the driveway. You know, some people like in their driveways practice like karate and stuff. Just go out there and like do some like thrusting moves.
Yeah.
Like right when you showed up, we're like, oh hey man, sorry, I was practicing my stun thrust. Zap zap.
Because I had two bikes, my kids' bikes that they were old and they're a little rusty, and I put them up. Hey, these are free. Probably best used for parts if you want them. You'd really have to do some work to get these things going. And some lady hit me up. She's like, "Oh, I do. I fix bikes for kids in my neighborhood. I'd love them." And she came over and was like the sweetest little old lady ever.
Yep. She saw you and she's like, "Sucker! I'm gonna make hundreds of dollars off these. You stupid son of a bitch."
What? More power to her. That does not bother me at all.
So I replaced a fan in my house, and my wife still believes that this fan has some sort of value. Do you think anyone would buy a used house fan, like a ceiling fan?
I don't know.
The fan the fan is probably as old as the house.
How old is
it's a Hunter fan. I mean, it's not as old as my house. It's at least 10 years old.
I don't know.
And then, like, also, what are fans going for on Facebook?
Is it worth your time to put it up? Because,
it's just literally sitting on my garage floor because my wife just is content in saying, that's worth something.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Never thought of purchasing a ceiling fan used before.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jeremy says, yes, Marshall, I've sold fans on Marketplace. Like, even like used ones that you pull out of a ceiling. Like, people will come buy those. Wanda says we can come over with our pew pew to protect you, Cotter. Oh, look at that. All right, fine, Jeremy. I'll put it up this weekend. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. All right, guys, we're let's see, currently playing. What are we playing?
New Guns N' Roses.
New GNR, and then we're gonna jump in with our third story. No, this is about our live stream.
Yeah.
So this is our last break of the hour, talking about the new live stream that we're doing tonight.
All right, under a minute.
Ooh, Jeremy's going to be kegging up the pear beer today.
Oh.
The fancy Southern.
Yeah.
Let's crowdsource the name for this. If you still need us to.
Okay, Charles, that's just a little harsh for you.
Charles says, I kind of feel like giving Gabe a gun to carry is like giving one to Alec Baldwin.
It's a little harsh, even for Charles.
Is it? I don't think. I think it's honestly right on par. Right on par for Charles. I would expect that from Charles.
That's true. Fair enough.
Yeah. He wouldn't give you a gun if it means anything. He tried to sell it to you, though.
Yeah. All right, guys, 20 seconds. We'll be right back. Because 4 hours in the morning just isn't enough.
Not even close, man.
Coming back in studio tonight around 6:30 for a special live stream only. Not going to be on the air, just streaming Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This is a not safe for work stream.
That's right. And this is going to be something we planned for quite some time. So when we first started the show, on the live stream at least, we didn't know what to talk about because we planned out what we talk about on the air. But once we got on the live stream, we just looked at each other and we're like, so what are you doing tonight? Like, so we bought this game called Answer the Internet.
Yeah.
This is from Barstool Sports, and they have all sorts of fun questions. And some of them are very sexual in nature, Cotter.
Yeah, I get that.
So some of them I didn't even feel like right mentioning on the live stream while the show was going on so early in the morning. So we decided to do a special one-off performance, which is going to be tonight at 6:30, and I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, so we invite everybody to get on the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Grab your favorite beverage, whatever it may be, because we're going to be enjoying some of ours, and just hang out with us for an hour. You do it every morning. What's another hour or so of your time?
Yeah, I mean, and we're going to ask questions like, would you rather... Nope, can't say that. How about this? Would you rather have your internet history made public or a sex tape that goes viral?
Oh.
What would you rather?
Oh, man. Oh, if it's going viral, it's got to be, good, right?
Not everything that goes viral is
Yeah, I'm saying it is. So
Okay.
everything that goes viral is only because it's awesome. So sex tape.
Yeah, well, actually, right here on the card, it says 69% nice of Barstool readers chose the sex tape.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, we'll get into questions a lot worse than that.
So join us tonight, special live stream only, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch around 6:30. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look forward to it. Coming up after 7 o'clock, we are taking your calls, comments, and texts. What incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do when you were younger that made you ask, how am I still alive? I think we've all got one. We want yours. 800-394-1061. Your stories after 7. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
And once again, thank you, everyone who chimed in on our social media with stories. I mean, we got some great ones from both the Cotter and Marshall and Rock 1061 Facebook pages.
I'm going to grab my coffee real quick.
Rob says, this weekend, my youngest and oldest daughters got their birthday, so I'm getting fatter, eating junk food, crying while my wallet shrinks, and volunteering every time to escape the house. There you go. Dad of the Year stuff there, Rob. Congratulations. Jeremy says, my brother jumped off a roof and missed the pool. Good Lord. Was he drunk? I actually already know the answer to that question, so. All right, once again, guys, question of the day. What incredibly stupid or dangerous thing did you do when you were younger that has made you ask, how are we still alive? Feel free to share your stories. Going to get to them here just after 7 o'clock today. Don't mind me. I'm actually currently on, and I'll switch this real quick. Nope, don't have to. He's there. I'm currently grabbing the stories from our Facebook pages as we speak.
Okay.
Got some girthy stories on the Cotter and Marshall Show page.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Oh, happy birthday to your kids, Rob. That's awesome. Morning, Elaine.
So with Elaine's present that she got you yesterday, where are you going to keep a gift like that? Is that something you keep in your car just in case someone attacks you in your car?
Probably.
Is that something that you'd keep on your person?
No, I'll keep it in my car.
A lot of carjackers over there in Austin, I
Then
hear.
if I get to, any area where I'm like, I think I need the flashlight, I'll carry it with me.
Perfect. Sandy says, can't make the stream tonight. I'll be at work. Sad. Sandy works like 3 feet away from us. Sandy, just take a break right when we do the live stream. Come on in. Mac's going to hang out with us tonight on the live stream, but Sandy, if you come in, we'll kick Mac right out of this room.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we'll make her just stand outside. Didn't it have a belt pouch? It does have a belt pouch.
It does have a belt pouch.
So he absolutely he can carry it on his person. He could be one of those cool guys. He could put his flashlight and then he can hang his cell phone right next to it.
I love it.
Also, kudos to the guys who still wear their cell phones on their belts. Those guys.
That's a special kind of dedication.
Yeah, still going for that look.
I had one of those, used it for like a hot minute, and that was about it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was like it's like when I back in Peoria and I got a company cell phone and it came with one of those like the belt holster things.
Mm-hmm. How long did you use it for?
A couple months maybe.
Ooh.
Just like, nah, I can't do this. Rock 106.1, who's this?
Morning, guys. Big, bald, and sexy.
What is up, man?
Go, man.
Freezing my balls off. Come outside.
Hey, put your phone up to your mouth hole. We can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
That's better.
It's maybe better, yeah.
Okay. I was in the party room, so now I'm outside.
Perfect.
All right. Anyway, talking about the topic of the day.
Yes.
Stupid stuff that almost got you killed. Yeah, well, we weren't real smart as kids. I mean, we would dive into the marsh mud off the dock, jump off the roof, dive out of boats going full speed. I mean, just stupid stuff. Constant. But the one that probably should have killed me was down at our lake property in Jessup. There's a dam road, and on the outside of the dam road is like a 20 or 25-foot drop-off, and trees would grow up. Well, we would run off of the dam road and jump and grab the saplings, the smaller trees.
Damn.
And ride them down. And they would bow down and you'd ride them down to the ground. And how we didn't kill ourselves doing that shit, I don't know. Because, I mean, it's 25, 30 feet. But, we were stupid, any better. And, probably a reason I lived in the damn ER when I was a kid.
I was going to say, was there any just even injuries doing this?
A bunch of scrapes, bunch of, stuff like that, cuts, but yeah, no broken limbs.
That's
so.
impressive, man.
Yeah, you got to pick the right tree.
Oh, that's true.
Gotta have eye on the right tree, Cotter. Absolutely.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Fair point.
Can't be a sucker who picks one of those tiny ones. All right, well, Charles, thanks for the call, man. We appreciate it.
Talk to you later, man.
All right.
See ya.
Talk to you, bye.
All right, let me edit that up real quick, guys. Be right back.
All right, guys, back on the live stream. Thanks for hanging out with us while Cotter was editing up that story from Charles. Man, going through these stories that we got from people last night on social, just some crazy stuff. Even Rob, just a few moments ago, dropped one on the stream that was pretty great. I mean, and by great, I mean terrifying. He goes, yeah, super lucky, not a scratch, shouldn't have did it. Yeah, man. Luckily, it was just a telephone pole. All right, still coming up on the show today, we'll be doing Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. That's going to be right around 7:30. We're still giving out tickets to go check out Joe Bonamassa coming up next month at the Savannah Civic Center. Also, tickets to go check out Alice Cooper over at the Johnny Mercer Theater in February of next year. Your eyes are getting real big over there, Cotter.
Just reading some of these stories.
They're incredible.
Oh, my God.
I mean, here's one that we're not even going to get to on air from Matt. Went around the house cutting power cords with a pair of scissors while they were plugged in. What the fuck is wrong with you? Matt, Jesus Christ. And then there's just some great ones. I mean, there's one including cows. I mean, there's just some wild stories in here. It's so funny. And the guy joining us for beer for breakfast this morning has a great story that we'll definitely share on the air. All right, once again, guys, our question of the day: what incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do when you were younger that made you ask, how the hell am I still alive? But we'll get to your stories here coming up in a little bit. We have, another song?
I got about 5 minutes.
Okay. How do you want to work that first break?
Like I said, mine is not funny.
Okay.
Mine is, like I said, this is the most effed up situation I've ever been in before in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a funny story, so I don't care where we want to put mine.
On the stream.
So, but it's a good story. I mean, it's one of those.
I don't know, the way you're putting it, I actually don't want to hear it.
It
makes me very nervous.
Well, I mean, it's not a funny story. I mean, it's just an effed up story, and it's like one of those things. If I hadn't have been in the room and somebody told me this story, I'd probably call bullshit. But I mean, I was there, and this was like, I can't believe this is happening. I am going to die today. I mean, I've never told you this story.
I don't remember. I don't remember what you're talking about.
Me and my buddy and his dad. I thought I would have told you.
Lots of jokes right there.
I know. It didn't go in that. It didn't get that weird. So I don't know. If you don't want to lead with mine, I get it. If we want to lead with something a little bit more typical, I mean, like this is you're the MVP of this category.
The MVP. Well, now I feel like my stories are never going to live up to your epic one. All right, here we have a crime happening.
I think most of them are breaking the law.
I love this story. Actually, I may bring that up on air.
I mean, some of this typical stuff. A buddy of mine had like an old school 3-wheeler. Can you still buy like 3-wheelers? Or are they all just now 4-wheelers? Because 3-wheelers are not. It would seem very sketchy.
I don't know. That's actually a really good one.
So he had a 3-wheeler, and he lived outside of town of 1,000 people, but he lived out in the country. And we would at night spend the night at his house. We'd get up at 2 a.m. and just go ride in his 3-wheeler down the middle of the road, down to some railroad tracks, and we'd ride it into town on the railroad tracks. Looking back now, you're like, that was stupid. I mean, we're 14 years old.
All right, guys, once again, got 2.5 minutes before we jump into our question of the day, which is, what incredibly stupid or dangerous thing did you do while you were younger that has made you ask, how are we still alive? Steve, Jeremy, thank you so much for your stories. Obviously, Charles, Big, Bold, and Sexy, thank you so much for calling in for your story as well. Why don't we kick off with, I'll kick off with a couple of my greatest hits.
Okay.
And then... And then
I want to share Hannah's.
Yeah, share Hannah's, and then let's actually wrap up with Charles's call on this first break.
Okay.
And then next break we'll kick off with your very serious story.
Sure.
And then I'll come in with some silliness, and then hopefully we have a call or a text message or something else we can grab.
Okay.
All right, guys, still another minute away. Let's see. There's honestly a lot of
Steve's. Holy crap.
From the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Lindsay's is great. Cam's is great.
Yeah. So yours, Hannah's call out, right?
Yeah, mine, Hannah, call. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, under a minute, guys. Going to get into your stories. Once again, thank you for participating. Got some good ones today.
I'm running through my memory bank of stupid stuff I've done. Hold on, give me a second.
Salsa Mark. Hell yeah, he's got stuff. All right, guys, 15 seconds. Be right back. What incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do when you were younger that made you ask, how am I still alive? Excuse me. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. Hop on that stream. Hang out with the Horde today, guys. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, like, follow, and subscribe. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. 800-394-1061. What incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do when you were younger that made you ask the question, how am I still alive?
I've done, you're not going to believe this. I think I've done quite a few things that, we talked about all the things I used to steal earlier this week. But I mean, if we're just talking about like the dumb things that I used to do, I used to, very young, I used to illegally buy Red Dog beer and get hammered drunk. I bought Red Dog because it was like 6-7% higher than my buddies. Like they're like, oh, we'll just drink Budweiser, and I'm like, nope, I want to get drunk faster because I'm good at math. 7's more than 5.
How did you buy it? Did you have a fake ID?
No, we went to there was this little gas station in between two smaller towns,
right?
That they had just had a reputation. They sell to anyone.
Oh, nice.
And we were very clearly like 12 years old, and we walk in and we just like, hello, sir, I'm 21. Never asked for an ID. He's just like, all right, man, yeah, just as long as you got the money, just give it to me. So we get hammered drunk, and like my buddy had a fence one night, and I thought he didn't need that fence anymore, and he's like, I don't really care for that fence, so I ran through it. And then like I didn't realize that fences are put together with very rusty old nails, and I somehow came out unscathed from that. Back when like the first Jackass like movie came out, and the TV show, me and my buddy Mitch, we used to, with a very old camera, which I don't know where that footage is, and if I ever run for political office, I'm so screwed because that'll come out. But I mean, we used to do all sorts of crazy stuff. I mean, I would try to do a backflip and land in a bush, and let me tell you, it did not turn out very well. I mean, there's footage of me completely missing the bush, like my head hitting it, and somehow I walked away with no injuries. Like, I don't know how I came through that, but one of my favorite dumb things wasn't even really my fault.
Right.
So how did I live through this type of moment? 13th birthday. I'm 13 years old. It's 1994. Yes, it's just after my 13th birthday.
Okay.
It's Illinois, and it is iced over. So it's like November 13th or so. So I wanted to go see Ace Ventura 2, When Nature Calls, at the movie theater in Washington, Illinois. I lived in Deer Creek. It was a good 15 minutes away. Me and my buddy, my mom was driving.
Right.
My mom is driving, and she's even at that age, my mom's a little old woman, and she starts fishtailing. We wind up upside down in a ditch that is just absolutely packed with snow. She's
Right.
driving her 1992 Ford Tempo. Beautiful car, white.
Oh,
as the snow we landed.
I had a white Ford Tempo.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, great car.
So, yeah, perfect car. Did it automatic seatbelts? Like
Oh, yeah.
everything? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those were choking my mom because we were upside down.
No.
Choking my mom to death. So I actually had to cut the seatbelt to save my mom's life. No big deal. I'm a hero. But yeah, so also like I lived through that. So like, and then like I was not wearing a seatbelt at all. Neither was my friend Caleb. So I've lived through some dumb stuff. I mean, jumping off of bridges and like riding bicycles into my friends, and like Jackass was too popular at that time. I don't know how I haven't like, I should be dead.
I mean, every time you tell a story, a new story, maybe it's, one from the greatest hits category,
Mm-hmm.
I'm amazed, shocked, and utterly stunned that you're sitting across from me right now.
I can't believe I speak as well as I do, and I'm not very good.
All right, so what did you do when you were a kid that was just stupid and dangerous that makes you ask the question, how am I still alive? Hannah hit us up on Facebook. She said, I was a passenger in a car during a high school social dinner. We went down a dirt road. Now, I knew it was a large hill. I told the driver to go faster. Let's jump this hill.
Yeah, of course.
She didn't hold her hands on the wheel. We flipped into the ditch, landed 2 feet from an electric pole. Sunroof was open. 6 people in this car. Everybody survived.
Did 6 people actually land? Like, were they all still in that car? Did some fly
six
out?
People in the car. Scariest moment of this day. All survived. No bruises. Car was utterly total.
I almost don't believe that.
What she says?
Is that a ghost? Was that Hannah's ghost who
Maybe,
rode in?
maybe.
Is she actually dead? Oh, my God, Hannah.
All right. You knew Charles, Big, Bald, and Sexy, was going to have a story about this topic, the dumb and stupid things you did when you were a kid. Here you go.
We weren't real smart as kids. I mean, we would dive into the marsh mud off the dock, jump off the roof, dive out of boats going full speed. I mean, just stupid stuff. But the one that probably should have killed me was down at our lake property in Jessup. There's a dam road, and on the outside of the dam road is like a 20 or 25 foot drop off, and trees would grow up. Well, we would run off of the dam road and jump and grab the saplings, the smaller trees.
Damn.
And ride them down. And they would bow down, and you'd ride them down to the ground. And how we didn't kill ourselves doing that, I don't know. Because it's 25, 30 feet. But, we were stupid, any better. And, probably a reason I lived in the damn ER when I was a kid.
I was going to say, was there any just even injuries doing this?
A bunch of scrapes,
Yeah.
bunch of, stuff like that, cuts. But, yeah, no broken limbs.
That's
So,
impressive, man.
yeah, you got to pick the right tree.
Oh, that's true.
Gotta have eye on the right tree cutter. Absolutely.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you
Fair point.
can't be a sucker who picks one of those tiny ones.
All right, what incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do when you were younger? Make you ask the question, how am I still alive? You can call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. I'm going to share a story that I think I've only shared once in the air, and this was pre-Marshall.
Oh.
So this was 8-9 years ago, and I haven't told too many people this story, but it is seriously the most messed up situation I've ever found myself in, and I legitly sat there thinking, I'm going to die today. Got that story next. Here's Ghost and Hunter's Moon, Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Got a call here, guys.
Rock 1061, who's this?
Hey, it's Chris from Savannah.
Hey,
I'm calling about what y'all's thing
Yeah.
this morning.
What's your story?
So when I was 14, I lived in Mississippi, where I was from, and I was climbing a tree to, fix our rope swing. So in the process, I slipped and fell a good 40 feet flat on my back,
Oh,
lost my breath. And then when I finally came to, I thought maybe I'd broke my back or something, because I couldn't hardly move. And I looked to my left, and there's a huge rock, probably not even 2 feet from my head.
Oh.
dude.
So I look at my brother. My brother's like, "Oh my God, let me go get Dad." And I'm like, I'm just looking over and just like, "Oh my God, how am I not dead right now?" And so yeah, that's it right there.
No, yeah, dude. It's like to look over and see that rock and think, man, if I was just 2 feet even, to the whatever, right or left, different story, man. Yeah, no doubt. You're lucky and happy to be alive.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, Chris, thank you for thank you for the call, man. We appreciate it.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too. See ya.
All right, let's keep that possibly for a third break here.
Yeah.
So for the second break, man, I got some good ones. I love Jeremy's from the stream. So why don't you start off with yours?
Okay.
Jeremy from the stream has one. Red has a good one too.
Sandy's got a good one.
Cam and Lindsay. I like. All right, I kind of think I kind of remember this story that you're about to tell. Now that I think about it,
Okay.
Possibly no. So I'm gonna go with something a little bit more lighthearted.
Yeah. No, he definitely needs to be
and
lighthearted.
it's not gonna be that. So why don't you do your story?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do Lindsay's story. And then, do you have something that you want to wrap up on?
Yeah, we've got Sandy's is good.
Where's Sandy's? I think I actually highlighted Sandy's.
It's about getting into the bed of her sister's truck while it was going down the highway.
Because we kind of did that one. Do Steve's instead, just because it's not like a car related one.
Oh, the Budweiser?
Yeah, I guess it kind of is. Anyway, do whatever.
Okay. All right, guys, be right back. What incredibly stupid or dangerous thing did you do when you were younger that made you ask the question, how am I still alive? We're taking your calls, comments, and texts today. Some great stories. What incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do when you were younger that made you ask the question, how am I still alive? You can call, comment, and text, number 800-394-1061. Now, my story is not the stereotypical, we're just out being kids doing dumb things story.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most messed up situation I've ever found myself in. My best friend in school from like 4th grade through high school was a kid named Josh. He lived with his mom and stepdad. And for most of our friendship, I never met his dad, but I always heard stories. And he always talked about how weird his dad was, how dangerous his dad was. His dad lived in Bolivia and all these crazy stories.
Oh.
So I kind of took it with a grain of salt, just thinking, his dad's not in his life. He's building him up, doing whatever. So one day, his dad's in town, comes to visit. He's at his sister's house. And Josh is like, I got to go. I haven't seen him in forever. Come with me. I'm like, yeah, man, sure. I'll come with you at your dad. And then I'm starting to think about all of the, just messed up stories he said before we get there. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. So we get to his sister's house. His dad is sitting on the couch. There's a gun on the coffee table right in front of him. So we sit down. We start talking. His dad starts yelling at him about being a piece of crap to his mom. And they just go off. They get in this big fight, yelling back and forth. I'm uncomfortable as hell going, what's going on? What did I get myself into? Before too long, his dad reached down to the gun, put it to his forehead. Now I'm sitting there ready to crap myself because I'm like, what am I involved with now?
Mm-hmm. You're about to see a crime, a murder.
And my friend looks at his dad and says, pull the trigger.
Yes, your friend's got balls of steel.
Pull the effing trigger.
Yes, I like it.
And his dad is like, you need to treat your mom better. Pull the trigger. You stop being a craphead to your mom. Pull the trigger. And I'm just sitting there going, don't pull the trigger. Don't. Shut up. And I'm like, I'm going to die today. He's going to shoot his son in the head. And then I'm sitting here witnessing the whole thing. He's going to shoot me next.
He should shoot you first, but kill the witness first.
So they continue this for a little bit. My friend does not back down.
Yes, I love him.
And I'm like, how are you so calm right now? Finally, the dad puts the gun down and goes, son, like I would hold a loaded gun to your head. And like he's the best dad ever.
Right.
Give me a trophy right now that says #1 dad in the world. And my friend is like, You shouldn't hold a gun to your kid's head regardless. And it was just awkward silence after that. Got up and left. We did not say 2 words to each other the whole way home. We never discussed this situation ever again.
I don't think there was anything to really add to it, Cotter. And sorry, in the middle of Cotter's story, he absolutely broke his microphone. So that's why I started randomly laughing right there in the middle. Your friend is a badass. And also, he out-alpha'd his dad, which is actually an incredible move.
Dude, I mean, it's like you've been in, a car where somebody's driving too fast and you know it and you feel like, oh, an accident's going to happen. Or there's been other dumb things you do where it's like, I could get hurt right now. But this is like the first legit time. I mean, I was like, I'm going to die today. He's going to shoot his kid and he's going to shoot me.
Has there been any other times where you thought you were legitimately going to die today?
Not like that.
Well, I mean, there was that time that you ate a spicy chip and you almost pooped your pants and then you thought you were going to die.
I think it's a little bit different of a situation.
Sorry, as Cotter fixes his mic, let's continue on. Once again, our question of the day is, what incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do that you were younger that made you ask, how are we still alive? For Cotter, it was just showing up to his buddy's house when his dad from Bolivia who showed up. A little bit of an anger issue there. But let's go to the Facebook page. We asked this question just yesterday. We got some great reactions. Lindsay chimed in. She goes, I was young when the kids were chugging cough syrup to get high. Those good old days of the 2000s, the aughts, as they say. And she goes, we would go rollerblading at Star Castle, the stuff that used to go down there. Jeez. I mean, have you ever drank so much cough syrup, Cotter, that you kind of hallucinated? Because that was a thing for a while.
I never drank cough syrup for recreational purposes.
Yeah, I'm not a drug guy. I've done most of them, just not cough syrup, at least in that toxic quantity. Now, I also got a story here from our guest today for Beer for Breakfast, Cameron Cross, with Southern Eagle Distributing, actually chimed in on our Facebook page. He said a bar was going out of business and they were trying to get rid of everything. So me and my friend did 2 malt liquor buckets, which contained 6. I had to be carried out, so they tell me, that night, and I had the worst hangover ever. If I see one Mad Dog 2020 or Mickey's, I start dry heaving.
Oh.
So we need to go get it.
We need to get some Mickey's real quick, guys.
Right now.
Real quick, because he's coming in during the 9 o'clock hour. All right, one more story. We'll take a break. This is a short one. Wayne Moses farting at the Sunday dinner table at my grandparents' house when the preacher came over to eat. I mean, it's kind of a miracle Grandma didn't kill him.
Well, you call that explosive kind of situation that he was in, huh?
Very much so. All right, what incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do when you were younger that made you ask the question, how am I still alive? 800-394-1061. Call, comment, and text.
Cotter's story was so serious, he broke his microphone.
Broke it.
Sorry for ruining the vibe there. I couldn't help myself. I didn't think you were going to break your microphone right in the middle of it.
It's happened a couple times now.
Chris Bragg says, I consider myself one of the original wrestlers back in the 80s, backyard wrestlers.
Yeah.
He goes, one of the original, Jesus. Those guys are crazy.
I love how when anything else breaks in the studio, it's Tim Janier's fault. Mike, Scotter broke the mic. I'm going to blame Tim.
Well, you do hand the mic most of the day.
Yeah.
Cotter's like this the entire show.
I am.
I don't know what he's doing or why it needs to be done so much, but that's just what he does.
That's what I do.
Heather says Cotter's getting fired today.
Oh, trust me. This is not the worst thing I've done at this job. They haven't fired me before. I'm fine.
Kind of all culminates, though. I mean, you've got a record. I've seen it. Going forward, if things break, it's Cotter's fault. I like it.
See, that I don't like. Anything else, sure, but I'm not taking the blame for Tim.
So Cam got drunk off of Mickey's malt liquor and then puked. Ugh.
You know what?
I like Mickey's.
I do too. I like a good Mickey's every now and then. They come into the Grenade.
Yeah.
They still have, is it still in the Grenade? Can you still get those 6-packs?
If it doesn't, I don't want to drink it.
I know. It's like, as I've had it out of, I've done like the, I don't know, whatever, not the 16-ounce cans, but the bigger cans with it before. It's not the same.
Sorry. Sean just chimed in on the stream. He goes, yeah, Cotter treats his mic like a child that just discovered his eggplant emoji. Hello. He's just really excited to touch it every morning for 4 straight hours.
It's true.
Now, I touch my mic. I'm not going to say I don't.
No, I know.
But Cotter gets, I guess, like more mid-conversation when he's on the air, he likes touching his mic. He likes to do this. Like his voice is going somehow around it. Like he's missing it somehow.
Don't know what it is.
He's putting on lipstick. The microphone lipstick.
I like to be mobile. I move a lot. Mike's got to come with me. Sean has never had a Mickey's. Huh.
It's worth trying once.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, same thing like Mad Dog 2020. You gotta know how bad it is so you can enjoy the good stuff.
But I mean, I don't even hate Mickey's. I mean, it's definitely not. It's not like, oh, that is a top 5 beer. It's not.
For a while there, when I was living in Las Vegas, Mickey's Malt Liquor was one of the main sponsors of the UFC.
Oh, really?
So the UFC, we were the official radio station of the UFC, which is the one and only time they've ever had a radio station be the official anything of them. And they actually gave us a bunch of UFC gear, including a light-up Mickey's neon sign,
cool.
which I had, but I don't believe I have anymore. I think I got rid of it from my move from Vegas to here.
Oh, okay.
It didn't seem like one of those must-need items.
No, we're doing that right now. If it's, I mean, seriously, it's like if I haven't looked at something in, 2 years, it's gone.
All right, guys, we're going to do one more break with our question of the day. Fantastic stories today. Speaking of...
You want me to edit up this call?
Yeah, edit up that call real quick.
We'll be right back, guys.
All right, just reading through maybe some of the ones I may have missed. A lot of driving. I mean, a lot of people just driving.
Yeah, that's the
cars
go-to,
going real quick.
And we'll obviously go right into the trivia.
Rob said, is there an epic story of how you two ended broadcasting together? Thought I'd ask before he goes. I don't know if I'd really call it epic. I first started radio in Illinois.
I did want to fire him right away.
Cotter did want to fire me.
Yeah, I did want to fire him right away.
Probably justified. And then we wound up becoming really close friends. And then he left first.
Yes.
Cotter took a job in Nebraska. Then I think I took a job in Springfield, Illinois. And then at that point...
You took the job in Vegas while I was in Nebraska because you stopped by my place in Nebraska.
Oh, yeah.
I think on the way through.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I stopped by, saw you in Lincoln. And I think you went back to Illinois shortly afterwards.
Yep.
And then I went to Vegas. I was in Vegas for 7 years. And then Cotter got me to come over here. And we started doing some afternoon stuff probably within the first 6 months of me being here. The plan wasn't for me to be on the air at all. I was just going to strictly do promotions. And once I got kind of promotions handled, there wasn't really anything in place here at that point. Once I kind of got that, I was bored. And
so I took some time off. I took like a week off, and then Marshall filled in while I was gone. So then we turned it into this whole bit about who gets the afternoon show.
And I won.
Yeah. So we turned it into this whole bit about who gets the afternoon show, letters from corporate saying they don't know who's going to get it yet. And it's just kind of fun, stupid stuff back and forth. And then we ended up, hosting that show together for 7 years before switching down to mornings.
And he had so much fun in mornings, he said 8 months is good enough. So I've got stories from Steve, Jeremy, and Rhett that I can, or actually Rob too. I got a bunch of stream stories I could bring up.
Okay, how many do you want to do? Because we have the call. Don't want to go. No, I guess we got a song there too. So we're not doing too bad on time.
We've done a lot of car ones, I feel.
know,
so I've got one about just straight up shotgun shells, and I've got one about a boat. So I could do those two because they're not car related.
Right. Power cords and scissors. You did that.
Yeah, that one I just said on the stream. We can say it on the air though.
Yeah.
But I've got Jeremy and Rhett's story. Rhett's got a great story, and then Jeremy's story is rather short. So,
yeah, I could do some of these short ones from Facebook. There's the one involving the cows.
Yeah, do the cow one.
Yeah, there's the cow one. I can mention the power cords with the scissors.
Let's just go back and forth with those four. And do you want to end on that call, or do you want to do that call at all?
I don't mind playing the call. I think it's cool to get the call on. So how many do you have?
I've got two.
Two,
and
okay.
One's one sentence, and the other one is a little bit girthier.
Okay, how about we do, you do one, I do one, play the call. You do one, I'll end it, we'll go into trivia.
Yep. So me, you call, me, you trivia.
Yep. All right, guys, got about 30 seconds.
Once again, Joe Bonamassa and Alice Cooper tickets are on the line for trivia today. So once we get done with this break, going right into trivia, listen for your chance and be the first person in to win those tickets.
See you in a bit, Sean. All right, guys, be right back. Getting some absolutely great stories today. What incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do when you were younger that make you ask the question, how am I still alive? Good morning. Thanks for hanging out on air and on the stream today. Once again, what incredibly stupid or dangerous things did you do when you were younger that make you ask, how am I still alive?
All right, so we went to the stream right here for these responses, and man, this is an all-timer. Coming from Jeremy. He goes, I think the stupidest thing was throwing shotgun shells into the fire and see who could not get hit by buckshot, Cotter.
That's just... There is no scenario, I don't care how drunk you are, where this is a good idea.
This is sorry, Jeremy. This is so dumb, I almost can't comprehend it. Once again, Jeremy said, I think the stupidest thing was throwing shotgun shells into a fire and see who could not get hit by buckshot.
The guys in Jackass looked at this idea and went, no.
Yeah. Yeah, that is insane, Jeremy. Unbelievable.
Matt hit us up on Facebook, short and to the point. Went around the house cutting power cords with a pair of scissors while they were plugged in.
It's pretty impressive. Yeah. And also, how mad was everyone in the house at you? It'd be funny if he was, how old were you? He was like 4 years old or something? He's like, no, I was like 20. What's wrong with you?
All right, we got a call from Chris as well about stupid and dangerous things he did as a kid.
When I was 14, I lived in Mississippi where I was from, and I was climbing a tree to, fix our rope swing. So in the process, I slipped and fell a good 40 feet flat on my back, lost my breath, and then when I finally came to, I thought maybe I'd broke my back or something, because I couldn't hardly move, and I looked to my left, and there's a huge rock, probably not even 2 feet from my head.
Oh, dude.
So I look at my brother. My brother's like, "Oh my God, let me go get Dad." And I'm just looking over and just like, "Oh my God, how am I not dead right now?"
I mean, what's Dad going to do in that situation? He's going to come over and just kick his kid, like, get up.
Yeah, Dad's going to be like, you're dumbass. What are you doing?
I mean, that story kind of reminds me of a story when I was younger. I was over at my buddy Will Adams' house.
Okay.
Lived on this big farm, and he had this tree house, and we were hanging out in his tree house, and we were joking around, and I just took one step back, and he had a pole that would, like a fireman's pole that would come down. I just fell right out of that tree house, probably 20-ish feet, landed right on my back, and I stood there stunned, and I just started looking up, and my buddy Will's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I think so. I think I'm okay. I think I'm good." And I just walked it off. That's one of the crazy things about being a kid, man. I mean, you could live through damn near everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, so what stupid and dangerous things did you do when you were younger that made you ask, how am I still alive?
So this is a great story coming from Rhett, and this is also coming from the stream. Make sure to stream us live every single morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search The Cotter and Marshall Show. Rhett goes, when I was younger, I lived in Florida. Florida is known for thunderstorms in the afternoon. That's why we call it Florida rain. He goes, we had a creek that ran behind the house, which would flood when heavy rain would come down. We would take pool floats and float the creek during thunderstorms. Lightning would be cracking all around us. Eventually, the creek led to intercoastal waterway, and we were floating between big-ass cargo containers. He goes, the Coast Guard had to come out and load us up on their boat and move us out of the way.
How ticked were they?
Yeah, and also, I mean, how terrifying is it when these big cargo containers are coming up on your tiny little pool floats, and you're like, this thing is going to crush me to death.
All right, we'll end it with this. Great one from Chris. Almost got stampeded while picking mushrooms in Uncle Harry's cow fields. Legit should have died that day.
I mean, one of the worst ways to go, right?
Can you imagine your obituary? So how did Chris pass? He got trampled by cows.
Yeah, death by filet mignon. The worst. Not looking on an obituary.
All right, it's time to play Are You Smarter Than Community College Dropout? Up for grabs today, a pair of tickets for Chris Bonamassa and a pair of tickets for Alice Cooper.
Did you say Chris Bonamassa?
Oh, I meant Joe Bonamassa.
That's it.
Chris was the guy who almost got trampled by cows.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, just now ingrained
Cow
in my mind.
Bonamassa.
Cow Bonamassa.
All right, yeah. So tickets to go check out Joe Bonamassa. That's happening December 9th over at the Savannah Civic Center. Then on February 5th, Alice Cooper hits the Johnny Mercer Theater. We're giving you tickets to both shows. So the first caller in, you win those tickets, then you take on one of us.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? It's next. Rock 1061. All right, whoever's there, just hang out. We'll be right there with you in a second. Let me get this ready. There we go. Rock 1061, who's this?
It's Jim.
Jim, what's going on?
What's up, brother?
Who do you want to take on a trivia today, myself or Marshall?
You, Cotter.
All right, man. Good luck.
Beautiful. All right, Jim. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Just do your best. If you don't know the answer, feel free to say pass. Hold on while I stall to get my phone out real quick. Let's see. And now I'm ready. Feel free to say pass. There are a couple multiple choice questions. I'll let you know when those come about. Other than that, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Time begins after I ask the first question. First question is multiple choice. What is a grouping of bananas called? Is it a hand or a fist?
A hand.
That is correct. Question number 2. Name one of Rachel's 2 sisters on the TV show Friends.
BB.
Incorrect.
BB.
Question number 3. What model was married to musician Dave Navarro?
Carmen Electra.
That is correct. Question number 4 is multiple choice. The film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves was released in what year? 1990, 1991, or 1992?
91.
That's correct. Question number 5. What American outlaw went by such names as Kid Antrim, Henry McCarty, and William Bonney?
Oh, Billy the Kid.
That is correct. Question number 6. For what 1997 film did Demi Moore shave her head?
Oh, G.I. Jane.
And that is correct. And question number 7. What is Mr. Freeze's given first name? 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Jack.
Incorrect. All right, Jim, you got 5 out of 7 today with the help of the wife that can hear in the background. Congratulations. So here's the deal. Cotter, you got a little bit of competition today. Jim got 5 out of 7 correct.
Jesus, Jim.
All right, so here's the deal. We're going to put Cotter to task here, Jim. Hold on the line for us. I could hear Jim's wife screaming in the background the correct answer. So you got a little help there.
What?
A little assist.
Can I call my wife?
You can call your wife. She won't answer. I know this, so you're screwed. All right. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Here we go. The first question is multiple choice. What is a grouping of bananas called? Is it a hand or a fist?
Hand.
That is correct.
And I actually they're called a piece of shit.
Wow. Jesus. Really going tough there on the bananas. And you just wasted some more time. Question number 2. Name one of Rachel's 2 sisters on the TV show Friends.
Oh, man. Christina Applegate and the other actress plays them? Heather. I don't know.
Incorrect. Question number 3. What model was married to musician Dave Navarro?
Carmen Electra.
That is correct. Question number 4 is multiple choice. The film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves was released what year? 1990, 1991, or 1992?
91.
That is correct. Question number 5. What American outlaw went by such names as Kid Antrim, Henry McCarty, and William Bonney?
Oh, I have no idea. Billy the Kid?
That is correct. Question number 6. For what 1997 film did Demi Moore shave her head?
G.I. Jane.
That is correct. All right, Cotter, for the win. What is Mr. Freeze's given first name? Got 7 seconds.
Oh, Fritz.
Incorrect.
I had no idea.
All right, you and Jim tied today, 5-5.
Good matchup, man. Good matchup.
All right, Jim, here's the deal. We're going to call you probably after the show, or if not, early next week. We'll give you all the information on your tickets very soon.
Sweet, man.
Thanks, Jim.
Oh, and by the way, this is the infamous Jim and Sherry.
Oh, I know. Oh, I knew.
The infamous. I love it.
All right, guys. We love you. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, brother. Thanks, guys.
See you, man.
All right, Connor, let's go ahead and go over the correct answers for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. What is a grouping of bananas called? It's called a hand. I guess it makes sense because all the little,
little finger-looking things.
Question number 2, name one of Rachel's 2 sisters on the TV show Friends. Mac would definitely know this.
Oh, I know Mac would know
Mac is actually on the live stream right now. Amy or Jill were their first names.
I want to say it's Christina Applegate, and then the Legally Blonde actress, I think, played her sister.
Reese Witherspoon?
I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Never seen it. Question number 3, what model was married to musician Dave Navarro? That would be Carmen Electra. Question number 4 was multiple choice. The film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves was released in 1991.
The worst of all the Robin Hood movies.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad. The only redeeming factor is Snape. I can't think of the guy's name now. Yeah, Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman. Only redeeming factor.
All right. Where am I? Oh, question number 5. What American outlaw went by such names as Kid Antrim, Henry McCarty, and William Bonney? Billy the Kid. Question number 6, for what 1997 film did Demi Moore shave her head? G.I. Jane. And what is Mr. Freeze's given name? Victor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had no
idea.
was
it a Victor? Was it just Victor Freeze?
Victor Freeze,
or was it Victor Von Freeze? I forget.
I like Von.
Yeah, Von sounds much more devious.
All right, there you go. Back at it on Monday, 7:30. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Coming up next, our Cool Guys tournament continues. We'll tell you who won the latest matchups and then set up the next 2 for you to vote on the Facebook page. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with audio on the stream as Cotter edits that up.
What was that name? Jim. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? We have got Jim on the line. All right, man. First choice, as always, who do you want to take on? Myself, Cotter, or Marshall?
All right, guys, back on the live stream. Thanks for hanging out with us while Cotter was editing up Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia? That'll be start playing here on the air in about a minute and a half or so. Cotter, your record now stands at 51 wins, 9 losses, and 6 ties.
Okay.
Jim going for the tie right there. Our records are getting to be pretty much mirrors of one another.
Really?
Yeah, it's getting pretty close. Now, going back to our call-in today.
Yeah?
Going back to our call-in today, we actually had a few people text in that I don't know if we saw or not.
Oh, no, I didn't.
So Wanda's daughter, Brenna, I think is how you say her name. Did I say that right? Brianna? One of them. Sorry. Messed that name up, I'm sure. So apparently her friend wanted to know how pepper spray worked. So she accidentally shot it off, and they sent in a picture of her friend washing her eyes out. Talk about stupid stuff you do as a kid. Yikes. Someone else chimed in on the text line and say, we came from outside Chicago. When my sister and I were young, we would climb the roof in the snow, then slide down into the bushes. Super fun. I'm sure your parents hated you for that. Also, looks like Salsa Mark dropped in 2 massive stories here. He goes, Salsa Mark, morning, guys. How do I sell stuff? How do I sell stuff that I had that... wow, Jesus.
You got to usually edit his.
Yeah. So in the chat, while you were editing that up, there's a new restaurant opening in Pooler called Panko Chicken. It is a award-winning Japanese-American chicken tender.
Oh.
And the rest of their food looks pretty damn delicious.
I love a good chicken tender.
So it may be a good time to go check out Panko Chicken in Pooler this weekend. It's right there on Pooler Parkway. It's close to, let's see. Where is that? It's right off the 95. It's just past Sam's Club on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are coming into the second half of the show. We're going to be diving into the Cool Guys tournament, giving you guys an update on who won yesterday, and then diving into our next set of first-round matchups. After that, we'll talk about some overpaid jobs out there. Maybe we should be switching our careers. And then we'll have Cam Cross in for beer for breakfast this morning, our good buddy, making his third appearance on the show. The Costco opens on November 18th, I believe, Rhett. And I only know that because they sent me one of those mailer things saying, come check us out for the grand opening. But yeah, it opens up here, I think, another week or two. Andrew said that Panko or Panko chicken is by that Publix in the old Tijuana Flats. Oh, Tijuana Flats closed? Show you how much I love that place. I had no idea.
That was the least impressive burrito I have ever eaten.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Flats.
Well, I didn't eat a whole one, but I had a decent burrito yesterday. I went to Kayak Cafe with my wife
I love their burrito.
For lunch yesterday. The only thing about the Kayak Cafe burrito that I don't like, it's too watery.
It's very wet.
It's too wet.
100%. I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like the meat or it's they put salsa and stuff in there, so that may be it. But god damn it, it's a soggy mess.
It is. But their habanero sauce.
Yeah, their mango habanero sauce is really good.
So good. Because it's not like aggressively hot.
It's got a nice burn on it.
No, it does.
Can confirm.
I mean, I can eat the whole burrito and use that for all of it and not like hate myself.
So Kayak Cafe is one of the only places that I eat healthy. So Kayak Cafe has a vegan chorizo bowl that is out of this world great.
You know, it's like vegan or veggie meat is always questionable. Some of it's not bad. For whatever reason, every vegan or veggie chorizo I've ever had has been good. I mean, I guess it's just because you can spice the hell out of it and it's fine. But yeah.
Yeah, the vegan chorizo bowl at Kayak Cafe, it's a little pricey. It's like weirdly like $14 or something like that. It's worth it though.
Okay.
I mean, it's like it's salad. It's a base of salad, but you got a ton of chorizo, guacamole, all sorts of other stuff. But it's really freaking good. Plus, my wife paid yesterday because she needed an iPhone charger for her phone. So, did you hear the story about Indiana Jones 5?
I've heard a lot of stories about Indiana Jones 5. What's the latest?
So Indiana Jones 5 got delayed because Harrison Ford blew out his shoulder or whatever. Well, they're back filming, but now a member of the crew was reportedly found dead. So the crew member on the production of Indiana Jones 5 has been found dead in Morocco. Nick Kupik, a 54-year-old grip on the film's second unit, was found dead in his hotel room. According to Walt Disney Studios. Disney stated that Kupik's death was not related to the production of the film. A specific cause of death has not been released. They go, our hearts go out to the family and friends of Nick Kupik, an incredible, talented colleague and a member of the film community who will be greatly missed. He's a longtime worker. He has credits on Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, Star Wars. So he's obviously done a lot of work with Disney and other major film franchises.
Right.
So crazy. He just suddenly just showed up dead in his hotel room. Indiana Jones is still slated to come out July of next year. Or excuse me, sorry, I said that wrong. It was delayed. It was supposed to come out July of this year, but obviously it's been delayed to June of 2023.
How old is Harrison Ford now? He's almost okay. He's 79 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I love Harrison Ford. I love the Indiana Jones franchises minus one movie. Is it going to really, when you watch this movie, is it just going to be like, why is Grandpa out there with the whip?
I think it's just redemption. It's redemption time for him.
I'm worried. It's like, I don't know, man. Is he too old?
Well, I mean, we're all getting too old.
I know.
But no, I don't think he's too old. But I think Harrison Ford should probably call it a career on acting after this one. He's 80 years old. You know what? Take the last few years of your life, however long that is. He's crashed multiple planes and he's lived. So at this point, I kind of think Harrison Ford is invincible. But no, I think he should probably retire. I mean, what age did Sean Connery technically retire?
That's a good question.
He stopped doing films with the that Gentleman movie.
Yeah, he had such a bad experience on that movie. He's like, F all of you, I quit.
Yeah, I quit. The profession of acting.
It is a bad movie.
When did that movie come out? The
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. He officially retired in 2006. He did briefly return for voiceover roles in 2012, but retired from acting in 2006. When did that movie come out? Because I don't know if he retired right away, but yeah, he had such a horrible experience on that movie. He was like, done, guys. I can't do this.
Charles says, bad thing about going back to that salad I had for lunch yesterday. He goes, bad thing about the fake meat is it's usually loaded with sodium.
Yeah. It's like, I can't do vegan hot dogs. Vegan hot dogs are disgusting.
Never had one.
They're gross. My wife gets there's several options that she gets for like fake meat. Some of that stuff is not bad at all. There's actually a beet burger that you can buy.
Sounds terrible.
It's delicious. I mean, it's stupid good. So, I mean, there's some of it that's pretty good.
Did Ford make the cool guy list? He did not, man.
There's so many people after the fact that we're like, oh, fuck yeah, he should have been on.
We probably could have gone to 64, but timing-wise, we only had time for 32.
No, but I mean, so it's like somebody just commented that if Brendan Fraser isn't on this list, I call foul. I'm like, oh, he could have been on the list.
Brendan Fraser?
Yeah, he's so everything I've heard about that dude, he's just super nice. He's kind of having a renaissance now because he went through some weird stuff in his career. So he could have been on the list. Harrison Ford probably could have been on the list.
Jason Momoa, John Krasinski.
Yeah, there's so many people that, didn't make it. Our bad, guys. Our bad.
Lindsay says, morning, guys. It's too cold to get out of bed. I agree. My wife probably feels the same exact way. She probably has not gotten out of bed. Rob says, Mandalorian looks good. Nice preview. Indy needs to pass the torch if they want to keep making them.
Yeah, and I don't know if I want them to keep. I'm all for. I love a good reboot. I love a good re-envisioning of a story. I like different people's takes on it. This is one to where I'm like, I don't know if I need it.
So they did. Didn't they do a young Indiana Jones series?
They did. They did on TV because in what was the Last Crusade? They had River Phoenix play young Indiana Jones.
He was great.
Was amazing.
Yeah.
And then because of that, that opening to that movie, they're like, oh, this is something. So they did turn it into a TV series, and it wasn't River Phoenix; it was another actor.
Mm-hmm.
And that, though, I didn't watch the whole series, but that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, they should do a young Indiana Jones. I think that would be that could be like a Disney Plus show. Like that's something they're probably working on right now. And I'll sound like a genius right now when it happens, like that announcement happens in like 6 months. We got some time. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, guys. Coming up top of the 8 o'clock hour, Cool Guys Tournament. Going to talk the Friday night or this evening's live stream, some overpaid jobs, and then we'll get into beer for breakfast. Cam Cross coming in, Southern Eagle Distributing. Going to be bringing some beverages for us to try. Can't wait for that. Only have 3 beer for breakfasts left. No. 5th, 12th, 19th. The very last beer for breakfast is going to be on my birthday. That's awesome. All right, there we go. All right. Coming up, we're going to get to some System of a Down with Chop Suey, then get into the Cool Guys stuff. Got our first upset in the tournament. Can't say I'm shocked. Then we had another shellacking in the tournament. Sandy Marshall, he's not in the studio, so we'll get back to him when he's here. Marshall, happy National Love Your Red Hair Day. Yes, it's a thing. Lindsay finally went back and watched the bit about me and oatmeal, and I howled laughing. Awesome. That's the best name ever. I stand by it, Lindsay. I think that name is absolutely amazing. I mean, my one of my cats has 3 names, and I feel it wasn't enough. I got Sir Lucas Mustachio, but Oatmeal's name was just utterly inspiring. All of our animals have at least 2 names. We have Sir Lucas Mustachio, Lord Chewy, Lady Katrina, our 3 cats, and then we got the dog, Mr. Blonde. Odie Pumpkin Boogin. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. All right, guys, got about 2 minutes. After today, 2.5 weeks of shows left. Man, it's still so weird. When everything first happened and there was 6 weeks, I'm like, man, 6 weeks. It's gonna be forever. And now we're down to 2.5. So effing weird, guys. So effing weird. Before we get to it here in about a minute and a half, you can now vote on our next first round matchup in the Cool Guys tournament. You can hit us up on Facebook. The second matchup for today will be posted at about 8:30. I think this one's going to be closer than I expected. I thought our number 4 seed, Bill Murray, would be one of the ones that has a shot to win the whole thing. But I think this matchup is going to be closer than we thought. All right, got about 48 seconds.
I came back just in time.
Yes, you did.
Great question from Rob. We should address after we get done with this break.
Okay. All right, guys, be right back. The Cool Guys tournament continues, and we had our very first upset. Details coming up. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, do it. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can hang out with the Horde this morning. As always, like, follow, and subscribe. So we've got the Cool Guy tournament underway. We had 2 more matchups yesterday, and both were won by, I'd say, some elder statesmen on the tournament. So let's take a look on the left side of the bracket. It was number 3 seed, Betty White, taking on number 14 seed, Matthew McConaughey.
Now, I heard some people saying Matthew McConaughey was seated a little low in the Cool Guy tournament, but you know what? That's just where he landed, guys. Sorry, that's the way things rolled with him on this one. But I think we all knew from the very beginning he could have been a number 2 seed, 1 seed even. Going up against Betty White is almost a fatality of death guaranteed because she won handedly.
92% of the votes for Betty White advancing to the next round. And you and I think, both agree there's a shot she wins this whole thing. Because how do you not vote for Betty White?
Well, I mean, we are going to see probably in the next couple of weeks or so a dreaded matchup of Dave Grohl versus Betty White. That's a potential out there.
It's going to be tough. Now,
that can wreck some people.
Betty White's always been awesome. But how much has the internet played in her, legendary status over the past decade and a half?
Massively in favor. I mean, the Golden Girls got like some sort of weird renaissance just because of the interwebs. So Betty White is still flying high. She's 98 years old now?
Something like that.
Unbelievable.
Because, there's very few people that get to, national treasure status. Mm-hmm. Betty White is a national treasure.
100%.
All right, on the other side of the bracket, we got our very first upset. Mm-hmm. Corey Taylor, number 3 seed, going against the number 14 seed, Danny DeVito. I'm not shocked at all with this outcome.
You called this from the very beginning, Cotter. What was the percentage of win for Danny DeVito?
67%.
Ooh, probably our closest matchup to date.
Yeah, of the vote going to Danny DeVito. Now, I don't think he has the run like Betty White potentially does.
No.
It could be a one-and-done victory for Danny DeVito, maybe, but strong showing against Corey Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, Danny DeVito's either going to have to go up against Hugh Jackman or Margot Robbie. I don't know if he lasts through that one, but a great upset there in the first round.
All right, we've got 2 more first-round matchups that are going up today for your vote. We'll tell you who those are coming up next. And one of them, initially, I think one of my picks to win the entire thing. So we'll tell you who those are after Aaron Jones. This is Supercharged. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Let's see. You guys obviously got into some crazy stuff while I was out. First and foremost, Sandy, Marshall, happy National Love Your Red Hair Day. Yes, it's a thing. Didn't realize that, but thank you, I guess. See if anyone mentions that when I'm out on the streets today. Rob actually had a great question. He goes, Homer probably got the best one with Max Powers when it came to cool guy names.
Yeah.
But if you could have your own cool guy name, what would it be?
That's a tough question.
Jimmy McFucks-a-lot. My name kind of says it all. I think I'm going to go with that one.
Oh, that's good.
What would yours be?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Jake's would be Tommy the Green Ranger.
It would be. He's just the coolest guy ever.
The Green Ranger's all like one word. It's the last name.
Tommy the Green Ranger. I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind right away. I've never been cool. I don't know. Lindsay, is there going to be a going away party? Probably nothing official. Well, no, we talked about doing something on Thursday at the draft room.
Yeah, I think we'll probably announce that tonight or on Monday. But I think it's the 18th. We were looking at doing kind of a meetup at the draft room at Berwick, which is right there on 17. If you know where that Kroger is, it's a big complex. There's a Kroger there. I host bingo there on Thursdays, so I think we're all going to meet up there that night, and we'll play some bingo, and we'll hang out.
Yeah.
Cotter will be there.
Yeah, so we'll probably do that as an official thing. And then before I leave, I seriously, I'm just going to pick a night. I'm going to go to a bar because there's so many people I'd like to have drinks with. Mm-hmm. And I'm just be like, this is it, guys. Sorry, I just can't do it all individually. Still so much to get done. And just come out and have drinks. If nobody shows up,
no one's showing up.
I'll get there sloppy drunk by myself.
No one shows up to that.
Yeah. And that's fine. I'll happily drink by myself. I've done it before.
Yeah. Well, you've done it mostly all your life.
Rob, so he answers his own question with a cool guy name. Ultimo Thrust.
Nice.
That's good.
I like that one.
That's solid.
If you got to choose a cool guy name, Aaron, what would your cool guy name be? Choose any name in the world. Yeah, top of your head, nothing. We got some good ones out there. If you could choose any cool guy name, guys, what would it be? Drop it into the chat. We'll talk about this. I feel like this is a good one.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. And no, Elaine, no going away gifts. Mainly because I don't trust any of you. What are today's matchups in the Cool Guy Tournament? Gonna let you know next. So we gave you the winners from yesterday. It was Betty White over Matthew McConaughey, and then with the upset, Danny DeVito over Corey Taylor. Right now, you can vote for matchup number 1 of the day on the Facebook page, the number 4 seed, and one of my picks early on to win this whole tournament. I don't know how good I feel. Now seeing some of how the vote's going, it's closer earlier than I thought. Bill Murray at number 4, taking on the number 13 seed, Steve Buscemi.
Mr. Pink from the Reservoir Dogs.
Yes. I mean, Bill Murray, I think, is one of those original cool guys.
Yeah.
Especially later on in his life, man. He lives he has a place in Charleston. He'll pop up just randomly at weddings, bars, house parties, just hangs out with people, just being cool, being Bill Murray.
He doesn't even take a job. You have to get a hold of Bill Murray to get him to be in your movie. He has a 1-800 number that then you have to leave a voicemail on. He doesn't even know how to phone, apparently. And you have to literally just call and leave the pitch for the movie there. And then if he wants to do it, he'll get back to you.
Yes.
That's the coolest cool guy move ever.
Now he's taking on Steve Buscemi, who's just one of the greatest character actors probably ever. First got his start, broke on to the scene with Pulp Fiction, is just gone from there. And somebody brought up a good point on the Facebook page. He used to be a firefighter before he was an actor. 9/11 hit. The first thing he did, because he's from New York, he went to his old firehouse, put on the gear, he got in there, and he went to the 9/11 site, and he helped out.
Steve Buscemi, he's a great guy. The Tunnel to Towers run that happened here in Savannah for years and years. This year it's in Bluffton. I think it maybe have already passed. He's a part of that foundation.
Yeah.
He helps them. He's done the intro videos. He's all over. His handprints or fingerprints are all over the Tunnel to Towers race. So, that's a really cool thing, and he does amazing stuff. So he's a big-time cool guy, too. I still think Bill Murray wins this one, but Steve Buscemi, I think, is definitely going to get a good amount of votes.
You can vote now on the Rock 1061 Facebook page for that matchup, and then coming up in about 15 minutes, matchup number 2. On the right-hand side of the bracket, number 4 seed, Jack Black, taking on number 13 seed, Aubrey Plaza.
With Karate, I kick your ass from here to Tiananmen Square. Jack Black, talking about a national treasure.
Yeah.
I don't want to know a world where Jack Black doesn't exist. One of my favorite comedians. I love Tenacious D. I love his other work. Versus Aubrey Plaza, obviously from Parks and Rec fame. Aubrey Plaza, if you just go find some of her weird movies, they're incredible. She's so funny, so talented. She definitely deserved a spot here on the Cool Guy tournament. I just don't think she even comes close to winning against Jack Black.
Yeah, I think Jack Black takes this one. I mean, it's like you could be a cool guy. It's like Matthew McConaughey. He's a cool guy. Is he somebody I'm like, man, I just want to hang out all night and have beers with? I don't know. Jack Black, on the other hand, all night long, at a bar, just drinking beers, hanging out, listen to him sing, tell jokes. I want that experience.
Yeah, and I don't even think Jack Black's a big drinking guy, but he like sips on a beer.
He can sit there, I'll drink. That's fine.
But I'm like,
just be funny.
I mean, I bet we could make some like really weird food combinations because if you watch his YouTube channel, he does some weird McDonald's combos. He's a very strange guy, obviously. Yeah. Very big foodie.
All right, so there you go. Today's matchups: Bill Murray and Steve Buscemi. You can vote now for that one on the Rock 1061 Facebook page. Jack Black and Aubrey Plaza. That goes up here around 8:30. And if you want to see the complete bracket, which is updated, check out the website, rock1061.com. Now, Marshall and I, double duty today, coming back for a live stream tonight. Got details about that next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Brett says, I'd hang out with Matthew McConaughey in a Lincoln drinking beers.
Or didn't he do, what was his commercial? Wild Turkey or something? Did he
do Wild Turkey?
I want to say he advertised some sort of liquor a while there.
Probably. Over under on do you think you see Matthew McConaughey in 2021 now that you're going to move to Austin?
2021, no.
Okay.
But I mean, hopefully I have a long run in Austin. I mean, from what I understand, still lives there, if not has a home there, and is there quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Could happen.
All right. Lindsay says, I'm really excited about my gift. Marshall gets one, too, because it's technically a going-away party for him, too, until we find out where he lands. True. Thanks, Cotter. Rob says, I like Aubrey, but even she would probably vote for Jack. Without a doubt, she would. And also, Rhett, can you technically drink beers with Matthew McConaughey in a Lincoln? Is that legal?
Oh.
Because there's also all those like crazy DUI laws where even if you're sitting in a car and you're drunk and the keys aren't like even in the ignition, like it's parked, it could still be a DUI or something.
Yeah, my buddy years ago, got shitty drunk. I mean, horribly drunk. Knew he was too drunk to drive. So he went, got in his car, put his keys in the glove box, and slept. He's like, I can't drive. I'm sleeping. He got a ticket.
Really?
Yeah, he got a ticket.
Can you put them on top of your car? Like,
I don't know.
How far away do your keys have to be?
That's a fair question. But yeah, he ended up getting a ticket for it.
Like a DUI or just like a...
I don't remember. It became a running joke for a while.
Yeah, Rhett, maybe you can sort that out. Like a tailgate scenario is okay?
Like when they're not driving, if they're tailgating? Maybe, is that what he's saying?
Or is it like him and Matthew McConaughey are just like tailgating beers? I don't know. Rhett, that's a great question. Can you clarify our question? Like, if I got too drunk and I went to go sleep in my car, can I sleep in my car if I don't have the keys? Or do the keys need to be like outside of the car and I won't get in trouble if a cop comes upon me? Curious.
I don't know if you might have mentioned it. Coming up with Marshall's Music News today, we got the Low Country and Coastal Empire premiere of new Slipknot.
Yeah, we got new Slipknot today. It's pretty exciting.
The
Chapel Town Rag.
Yeah. So this is just now. So the area where I live is named after that. So I think this is just my house's theme song now.
Oh, it's a very loud theme song.
Yes, I like it.
Steve chimed in. He goes, my friend got a DUI while riding his bicycle in Lake Tahoe. He goes, laughing my fucking ass off.
Oh. Rhett sent us a filled out bracket.
Oh, did he?
He filled out a cool guy bracket, made his predictions.
With his cool guy projections?
Yeah. If you guys want to do that, that's a great idea. Thank you, Rhett. If you want to do that, guys, fill out your cool guy bracket as to who do you think is going to win these matchups. It's a great idea. I think your winner is a solid pick, man. I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah, he's calling for a Samuel L. Jackson versus Keanu Reeves final.
Yeah. I can see that definitely going.
With Keanu winning it all.
I love your upset with Woody over Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, Woody Harrelson over Robert. Oh, RDJ.
Got that upset there. I like it.
Andrew says, I got stopped for drinking on my riding lawnmower. Yeah, I asked, Stacy, our coworker, her husband's a cop, and I went to go ride bikes in downtown Savannah, and I asked her, I'm like, can I ride my bicycle and drink a beer at the same time? And she goes, hold on, let me ask my husband. And he's like, technically not. Because you can get a DUI because technically it is it's got wheels essentially.
I've heard of people getting DUIs on horses. Seriously. We've talked about it before, both from super small towns.
Mm-hmm.
So outside of my small town, there's an even smaller town. So Manitou, where I'm from.
Is it just like some guy's house who proclaimed himself a town?
Manitou, where I'm from, has got 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Outside of Manitou, Forest City, ironically, not a city. I think the sign has like 200 people.
Yeah.
Population. There's a bar there that my mom used to bartend at. It has a hitching post for your horse because there are enough people who lived on farms around it. Because, it's so small that they would ride their horse into the bar. And they just hitch it up outside the bar. That's
incredible.
I've gone to that bar and seen horses outside of it.
Why not?
It's like the Old West.
So Rhett clarified our question here. He goes, yes, you can sleep in the car, keys in or not, just no open containers. A DUI is for if you are driving or a vehicle or is in motion. Okay, cool.
He got some ticket. I don't know what it was.
What ticket can you get if you're just sleeping in your car
This
drunk?
was 20 years ago.
Maybe he was double parked.
Maybe. 20 years ago in Illinois. State makes no sense.
Yeah. I meant to grab my chapstick when I was in.
Oh, sure. All right, guys, got some Guns N' Roses coming up in a bit. Going to hear Paradise City. We've got, once again, going to talk about the live stream we're doing tonight. Going to delve into some overpaid jobs. I can confirm, not us. And then Cam Cross is going to join us from Southern Eagle, formerly of Savannah Tap House, for Beer for Breakfast. He will be the one and only two-time Beer for Breakfast guest. Unless you guys continue Beer for Breakfast after I'm gone, then who knows what will happen.
I don't even know if there's going to be a morning show. What are you talking about, man? Marcia Seabolt, great name. Maybe he fell asleep in the turn lane. Your friend.
Anything. This is the guy that came down for St. Patrick's Day, the last time Patrick's Day before the pandemic, where I told you he gets crappy drunk, and he's a horrible drunk. And he came down for St. Patrick's Day with a friend, and he wanted to hang out. I hadn't seen him for a while.
Yeah.
And I knew what it was going to be like because he is just a horrible drunk. And he was S-faced when I got there because they bought some passes for a special place to watch the parade that had free booze.
Uh-oh.
So this is the year that we did the trolley through the parade.
Yeah.
So we get done with the parade. I meet him down at the rail, and he is already stumbling this way, stumbling that way. And I'm just like, oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to babysit this guy is all I'm going to have to do because his friend left. So I grab a beer at the rail. He's slurring words already. Have you been around town yet? It's like, ah. So, we kind of walk around a couple things. And I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this. So we walk. I think I took him down Broughton. We kind of, looked at Bay Street. And then I'm like, hey, man, my car's this way. And I just took him home. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. Because he's loud. He's obnoxious when he gets drunk. You can't reason with him at all. And the whole way back, he's just like, I'm sorry. I was like, oh, shut up, man. So I dumped him at his hotel room. It's like, I'm going home. Yeah, so that will be my last St. Patrick's Day experience in Illinois.
You may come back for St. Patty's. Maybe you'll come back.
Maybe.
Lindsay goes, OF, guys, my mom is in the chat. Marsha's my mom. You don't know me. Well, Marsha's got probably the coolest middle name ever, Seabolt.
That is pretty badass.
It's pretty awesome. That's her cool guy name, just Seabolt. Sean's back. Did 81 go grab a Mickey's for Cam? Well, we did not. It'd be weird for us just to leave the show kind of in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But it'd be funny if he brought malt liquor with him. So Cam, our guest for Beer for Breakfast, a big Steelers fan. I'm a Bears fan. And, of course, the Bears and Steelers are playing this coming Monday Night Football. I'm wearing my Bears socks today.
I did see that, yeah. I like those.
My tie-dye Bears socks. I don't know if I can't really kick my leg that high.
You're not the big guy.
No, I'm definitely not the big guy.
Now, if Cam was dedicated, he'd show up in his Steelers suit.
I bet you, I think there's a good chance that may happen. Even this early in the morning, Cam may break out the Steelers suit.
Suit up.
All right, guys, once again, talking about our special live stream that we're going and doing tonight, 6:30. How are you going to split up your workday?
I'm going to go home and nap.
That's technically work. 6:30 tonight. We're going back in.
Going home and nap. I did not get a nap yesterday. I just had things I had to take care of. So I fell asleep on the couch at about 7:30.
Last night?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I didn't nap. I didn't nap the day before. So 2 back-to-back days and no napping.
Mm-hmm.
The wife, came home. We were going to do, house stuff last night. She's like, "You just want to take the night off?" It's like, no, I'm good. And she's like, "We'll take the night off." So we eat dinner, and we watch Survivor, and then whatever came on after Survivor, I was out. And then I woke up at like 10:30. I woke up at 10:30 on the couch, and she's like, "Go to bed." So
it's a nice little nap you had
then I went
before you went to bed.
Yeah, I know. It's my pre-bed nap.
Nice.
So yeah. All right, we got about 2 more minutes.
Oh, and you got Lindsay's mom on here, Marcia. And Marcia, just so you know, Lindsay can confirm she's not in bed. She's definitely working.
Oh, she's working.
Yeah, she's definitely working.
I mean,
in case that was even a question.
Yeah, no.
It's weird that she brought it up because
I don't know why.
Well, 100% she's working. We got your back, Lindsay. She totally believes it. Sucker. Oh, here's what I was doing. So have you read our reviews on the Cotter and Marsh Show Facebook page?
There's reviews?
Yeah, we have 4 5-star reviews.
Okay, good. I'm like, I don't know if I want to read those. I didn't know if anybody. Cool. I didn't know people reviewed us.
People definitely have reviewed us. So here's a review.
Okay.
Back on February 10th of this year.
Okay.
These two have to be better than the current morning show and should be an excellent alternative to Lex and Terry. I still love and listen to Lex and Terry through their app. That was his review of our show.
I'll take it.
That was back on February.
Well, that's before the show started.
That was back on February 10th.
Yeah, that's before the show started. We got 5 stars before the show started?
Yeah, 5 stars.
Oh, love it.
Got another one here.
Got about 50 seconds.
Best morning show in the business. Love it.
Is that... Were we drunk? Did we put that in?
No, that was actually Cam Cross.
Okay.
He's a guest on the show.
Yeah.
We also got another 5-star review from Wanda. She wrote like a paragraph from us.
Love you, Wanda.
Yeah, love you, Wanda. We have 4 people based on the opinion of 4 people. 5 out of 5.
Love it.
This morning show.
I love it.
On Facebook.
All right, guys. 20 seconds. We'll be right back. So back in the early days of the Cotter and Marshall Show, on the stream during songs and breaks, we'd play a little game called Ask the Internet. And it was a lot of fun, just random questions. It was stupid answers. But every now and then, Marshall, you would come across one that you're like, I don't feel good about reading this.
Yeah, and it turns out that that amount of questions turned out to be... Oh, sorry, I just broke the live stream. It turned out to be... Sorry, I keep dropping everything. It turned out to be quite a bit. Yeah, it turned out to be, if you're watching the live stream, this amount. I mean, that has to be something to the effect of like, I don't know, 70 or 80 different questions. I just didn't really feel comfortable asking, Cotter.
Well, that's going to change tonight. We're doing a special live stream only. We're not on the air, not safe for work. And we're going to ask some of these questions that you felt you couldn't ask before. Mac's going to join us in studio. We invite everybody to join us on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Grab your favorite beverage and just hang out and let's have some fun.
Yeah, and there's questions. Oh, boy, I can't say that one.
That was the stack of ones you couldn't say.
Yeah, I know this. Yep. Oh, I just read definitely. Yeah. How about this? There are questions we really can't say on the air, but we're definitely going to do it on the live stream tonight. So once again, 6:30. Just search for the Cotter and Marshall Show, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. We're going to be live in studio just like we normally are, but we're going to have some cocktails. It's not going to be on the air, and we're going to get a little weird, Cotter.
I look forward to it. So everybody, join us tonight around 6:30. The special live stream only event. Not safe for work. AC/DC Shot in the Dark. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
I fumbled and hit the stream deck, which like totally took us off the live stream there. Sorry about that. Lindsay says alarm set, can't wait. Sean says get on here on Twitch, get weird with us. Absolutely, that's what we're saying, man. All right, we got a phone call here.
Rock 106.1, who's this?
Good morning, gentlemen. It's Liquid. How are you?
Hey, man, how's it
Liquid.
going?
What's up, man?
I figured I'd call in since pretty much the entire Low Country thinks I made Cotter leave the show. That's not on the stream. They're the only ones that know that I didn't do that.
No, I mean, the rumor on the street that I've heard, my sources tell me that Liquid is the reason why Cotter is leaving the show.
Yeah, I figured so. If you want to throw me in the air so everybody can hear my voice, that way I can just get murdered and blustered at some point. That'd be fun.
That's fair.
I was actually, because obviously I will be there tonight, but you guys going to take calls tonight?
I guess technically we could.
Can you take calls?
Yeah, I mean, we could take calls.
Yeah, we could definitely take calls.
Yeah, we'll
tonight.
probably take some calls
I like
tonight.
that. Great idea, man.
Okay. Just kind of because I figured it's going to be the core group, so let's have some fun with it.
Yeah, we could definitely take calls. I mean, it's just kind of like what we do when we're on the stream anyway, so I'm in, man. Yeah. Great idea. Let's do it.
Awesome.
We really thought this through, Liquid. You could tell.
Yeah, no, I don't get that. Just like I really thought the go-karts through. Those things are indoor go-karts. They're electric. They go about 45 miles per hour, and you need to wear, like, racing gear for them. So I'm kind of nervously excited for this weekend.
Dude, you going to wear racing gear. That's kind of badass, though.
Yeah, I mean, you do look...
Yeah, like you wear, like, the, I don't know what the hell they're called, the head sock or whatever for the helmet.
Right.
Smock.
Smock, sure. The head smock, whatever the hell it is.
The head condom, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sure, yeah. All right, guys, I'm getting to work. I'll be on the stream soon. I just want to say hi and see if you guys do calls tonight. Have a good show, and I'll talk to you tonight.
All right, thanks,
Sounds
man.
good,
See ya.
All right.
There you go. Great idea from Liquid. Yeah, we can take calls tonight.
Is the stream going to be YouTube or just Twitch? No, it's going to be all of our platforms as we usually do. I just put the Twitch link into the event that we kind of put together on our Facebook page. But yeah, it'll be everywhere, just like we normally are. Cam says live drunk line. Sure, why not?
Yeah, if you guys get loaded early.
Also, one thing I forgot to mention on the show yesterday, I blurted it out right at the end. Our good, close personal friend, Vic. We haven't heard from Vic in quite some time. Vic has the cocoa.
Yeah.
Vic's got the COVID, him and his entire family. But he said that he's feeling better, and he said that he plans on calling in next week.
Okay.
So
that's good.
A little update on Vic in case you were worried about him.
Does Vic have any idea I'm leaving? Because if not, we shouldn't tell him.
I don't think he does.
I know Salsa Mark has no idea. Because Salsa Mark will text me every now and then and just keep talking like I'm going to be here forever. And I haven't had the heart to tell him yet.
I mean, he'll notice at some point. Are you just not going to tell Salsa Mark?
I'll tell him. I'll tell him.
Like, hey, man, I don't live there anymore.
You want some salsa? Can you bring it to Austin?
Can you mail it? Of course you can.
All right, we got about 4 minutes.
So TMZ is devoting their entire livelihoods on this whole Kim Kardashian, Pete Davidson relationship. So they're saying that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson, New York City fling wasn't for TV. There was no Hulu crew in sight. Apparently the Kardashians have moved a new Kardashian show to Hulu.
Okay.
So it turns out that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson are just making sweet, sweet love to one another. So as you guys know, it's Movember right now.
Oh, yeah.
The entire month of November is Movember. A lot of people raise money for great causes and everything. I have a weak mustache, so I'm not participating. But last night, I was hosting trivia at the Drafter in Berwick, and I kept seeing wispy mustache after wispy mustache. Some were military members. Some were just guys who were just too hip for the room. But I decided to stop the game last night.
Oh.
Mid-game.
Okay.
I said, every man who has a mustache, please come to the front table. I go, ladies and gentlemen, these men, they're courageous. They're braver than any one of us. not because they could be military members, but because they have these ugly-ass mustaches. So upon this very moment, I would like to give every man with a mustache in this room a free extra bingo card.
That's awesome.
It was a big hit, at least to those guys. Everyone else was like, I had a couple of people come up, like had goatees and beards. I'm like, no, sir. You have to wear an ugly-ass mustache. Lizzie also says it's National Novel Writing Month.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And so the whole premise is you write a novel in a month.
Those are going to be great books.
I know, but it's your first draft.
I love how, and then she follows that up with, it's also No Nut November, which sounds like the worst. I recommend you nut all over the place. Nothing but nutting November is what I recommend, Lindsay. So keep that in mind.
Which really makes the show awkward.
For who?
Me. We've got about 90 seconds. Going to hop into this overpaid jobs. This is something according to Reddit.
Oh, that should be fun. Tighten that microphone screw up again so it doesn't fall off in the middle of our break.
It's good. That's as high as it goes.
So I have a lunch meeting next Tuesday in Bluffton, but I had another lunch that day. I had to unfortunately cancel it. And I messaged the person. I'm like, hey, I have this thing that I have to be at, unfortunately, so I'm so sorry I'm going to have to postpone. She goes, well, actually, I live in Bluffton. I could just meet you after your lunch. I'm like, great. She goes, let's just meet up for a cup of coffee. I'm like, great. I go, well, how do you feel about drinking a beer at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Tuesday? I go, the Southern Barrel Brewing Company is about a mile away from where I'm having lunch. She goes, I am down with a beer. Sounds good. See you Tuesday in Bluffton.
Oh, good.
Whew.
So yeah, it's always
got away from that coffee. Got a beer. Something I'll really strive at. It's a meeting about coming up with some ideas, and well, beer will help.
Looking at the early votes in the Bill Murray, Steve Buscemi, it's going to be close.
Ooh, Cotter, how did you want to work this first break? Did you just want to go like 5 and 5?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
10 and 1.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Elaine says, what did I walk into? Just nothing but nutting November. We'll explain. Or we won't.
All right, guys, here we go. So a lot of times you hear about jobs that are underpaid.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers, maybe some nurses and stuff like that. But what about positions that people feel are overpaid? We got this list from Reddit where they started asking people for, what are some of the most overpaid jobs? So they put together this top 10 list. We'll start at the bottom, work our way up. Number 10, and this is something I have no experience with, therapists.
I mean, getting the title and the degree of a therapist, I can imagine is fairly difficult, right?
I would think.
But the idea of being a therapist sounds very easy in context, right? Because like, what do you do? Well, I listen to people's issues, and then I just ask them, well, how does that make you feel?
I think there's more to it than that.
Probably.
Maybe. I mean, for me, I guess being a therapist, the hardest part would be how do you keep everything separate? How do you stop letting things affect you emotionally? So now you're a therapist who probably goes sees a therapist just to talk through everything.
Yeah, I've watched The Sopranos. Yeah. Tony's therapist goes and sees her own therapist because of him.
Now, I would say if you had a bad therapist, yeah, they're probably going to be overpaid. But I mean, a good therapist, I don't know. Are they overpaid?
How much does a therapist cost?
I have no idea. That's what I'm saying. I don't have any experience on this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking if you got somebody who's really helping you, that's probably kind of priceless. But if you have one that is doing you no favors whatsoever,
right?
If they're just a bad therapist, maybe they talk about themselves instead of listen, they're probably overpaid.
I just imagine most therapists are drunks. They drink because they're sick of hearing other people's problems.
It would be so tough. It'd be such a hard gig. I mean, after a while, you'd just be like, I can't take this anymore.
All right, once again, guys, we're going over the list of the top overpaid professions. Coming in number 9, superintendents, because they make so much more than teachers, comes in number 9 on this list.
Now, I'm torn on this because obviously my wife's a teacher, and I don't want her to get in trouble because, her superintendent. But it does seem like they make a lot more than the teachers do.
I didn't even know what a superintendent did. I just Googled it, Cotter. A superintendent is the CEO of the school district.
Yeah.
They implement the school board's vision by making day-to-day decisions. That sounds like, I'm not going to lie, kind of an easy job. Once you get in there and kind of like have it rolling,
I don't know.
I don't think you have much to do other than like go to a couple of meetings.
Well, I mean, if you're a teacher, you got to deal with your students' parents. If you're a principal, you got to deal with the school's parents. If you're the superintendent, you got all the school's parents. So, I mean, I think it could be a thankless job, but I think in most cases, I think a lot of superintendents, it's a 6-figure type of gig.
What?
They make some money.
What kind of degree do I have to get for that?
It is separate than teaching. I think.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I got a degree for that.
There's a few extra steps in it.
I got a degree of the streets. I could be a superintendent.
But I mean, yeah, teachers are underpaid. So I mean, I think anybody above a teacher who's making substantial money, I think, is always going to be looked at as overpaid.
So coming in at number 8 on this list, CEOs.
Yes.
This is just easy.
Yes.
I mean, of course, they're the most overpaid people pretty much out there outside of Elon Musk. With their salary, stock options, perks, at least the 15 CEOs last year, 15 CEOs in America made over $100 million.
Yeah, this whole thing, I mean, they should be higher on this list, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure there are some great ones out there. The biggest thing that gets me is like when they get that package when they get fired. Hey, we're going to fire you because you just did a horrible job for our company. Mm-hmm. Oh, but here's your severance package of $25 million.
Yeah, I would trust me. If you said, I'll give you $1 million to leave right now, I don't care what I was, what I was doing, where I was, I would leave immediately. Yes. Just give me that check.
Number 7 on this list, and how this is, this still blows my mind that this is a thing. Social media influencers. Some can make millions just because they post stuff on social media.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm envious. And the last thing we are, sadly, are social media influencers. I wish we were. I really wish more people would look at us and go, you know what? I want to do what that person's doing. But they don't. So I am jealous slightly of these people because they just get to sit at home all day. Some just have to like put some makeup on and do a quick little dance on TikTok and they make like $1 million a day. And that's awesome. But I'm super jealous.
Number 6 on this list, real estate agents. I'm surprised. This I think is the one that really shocks me more than anything on this list. 3% commission on a $500,000 house is pretty sweet, especially when houses are flying off the shelves like they are right now.
Yeah, it's probably a good time to be a real estate agent. I think every real estate agent would agree with that sentiment right there. But some real estate agents have it worse than others.
Yes.
Especially if they're just looking. Like if they have me as a client, they're going to love me because I look at like 2 houses and I choose one. There's some people who like will drag them out to 100 different houses over a period over a year before they even choose to buy. And even then, it could be a huge hassle. So much love to real estate agents out there because I'm sure they have a lot of those clients. But man, they must love life right now because houses are absolutely flying off the shelf.
Do you think they're overpaid? I don't think I don't think they need to be on this list personally.
No, I don't think real estate agents are overpaid. I do think their job is simpler than some other jobs out there.
Agreed.
And I think that's why they're probably put on this list.
All right, we'll get to the top 5 next. Some of the most overpaid jobs. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. And we'll go right into it.
Sandy, have a great rest of your day. Good luck with the big sale weekend this weekend. If for some reason you can go out and have a smoke break or something and want to come over for the live stream tonight, come on over. Yeah, but once again, 6:30 tonight, doing that fancy live stream of ours with Answer the Internet. Just go ahead and find us on the Facebook, YouTubes, or Twitches right around 6:30. Grab a cocktail, hang out in front of your computer, hang with us. We'll take some phone calls. We'll read off your comments on the stream. Mac will join us. Probably have a few other people that'll swing in real quick, too.
Cool. I like it. Should be fun. Getting closer to beer for breakfast as well. Any idea what beer Cam is bringing in, or is it a mystery?
I have no idea, actually. So hold on, I'll share the conversation I had with Cam yesterday. I said, "Do you have beer you want to showcase, or should we provide something? Your call." He goes, "Oh, I got the beers," and that's all I got.
Nice. Okay. I like it. Yeah, it looks like Jack Black is going to I think Jack Black's a runaway win over Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not feeling good about Bill Murray. Getting out of the first round.
Steve, it could be another great upset.
I don't feel good about this upset.
Andrew says, I just Googled the CEO of my company. She freaking makes $3.2 million a year. What the F? Andrew, I think it's time to ask for a raise. I don't know when your last raise was, but it wasn't soon enough, my friend.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In Marshall's Music News today, which is how we're going to wrap up the show, we are going to premiere brand new stuff from Slipknot. They have a new single called The Chapel Town Rag. Came out just earlier today. It is heavy.
I think one description of it was what? It's every Slipknot album in one song.
Yeah, it runs the gamut for sure. Sean with a tough take right here. He goes, so effing burnt out and tired of the Jack Black D-sucking. Probably unpopular opinion. It is. Jack Black. I love that man. I love Jack Black. How dare you? He's a beautiful man, a beautiful soul. So it's been kind of talked about in NFL circles for the last few days. The Cleveland Browns have excused OBJ from practice, their wide receiver that they traded for. A couple of number one picks, I think, from the Giants a couple of years ago.
Right.
They are restructuring his contract and releasing him today.
Oh, damn.
So OBJ is going to be available to play for another team this season, probably by not this Sunday, but next Sunday.
Wow.
You know, I just feel like he's going to go to the Rams or something. Like the Rams are such a weird mega team right now. I just feel like that's the obvious choice.
We just need it. I mean, because they don't. It's not long term. Just need them short term.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Rob said Bill Murray's Achilles heel will be denying Ghostbusters 3 when it presented itself all them years ago. Some salty movie reviewers out there. Is that the reason why? I don't know.
I don't blame him for denying Ghostbusters 3 because the second one was utter garbage. Mm-hmm. The first one is great. The second one, not so much.
So Chris says, OBJ, he's going to get cut today, and I hope God the Jags claim him on waivers. Well, according to Pro Football Talk, this is what they tweeted out an hour ago. Someone smart predicted last night that the Browns will reduce the OBJ base salary significantly and insert large per-game roster bonuses to dissuade someone else claiming him on waivers. The sweet spot is to reduce Cleveland's financial obligation to OBJ, but to keep the contract unattractive to other teams who may claim him on waivers. He'd prefer to go unclaimed to become a free agent. If the salary goes too low, that may not happen. And it would be amazing if the salary drops so low that the Giants claim him on waivers. says Pro Football Talk on Twitter.
We got about 30 seconds.
So it would be interesting. It would be interesting to see if that happens.
All right, guys, be right back. Taking a look at some of the most overpaid jobs, or at least perceived overpaid jobs. This came from a list off of Reddit. Got 5 more to go. Number 5 on this list, mega church preachers.
Yeah, the ones who like fly around in jets, like Joel Osteen when there was that flood or whatever, or the freezing, and
shut his doors,
wouldn't let anyone in the church. Yep, those type of mega church preachers. Those are the people who are overly paid and do not deserve another cent from the American people.
No, you can be religious. I'm just trying to think how to word it.
Put the words together.
You can be religious.
They're terrible.
I think that's awesome. People that buy into some of these big money, shiny diamond rings, best, expensive suit guys, I don't get it. It blows my mind because are they doing good? I mean, they're obviously in this for the money.
Like the guy who blew COVID away. COVID away. That guy, Jesus.
That remix was awesome.
All right, once again, guys, we're going over a quick list of the most overpaid professions in America. Number 4 on this list, kind of a weird one, paparazzi. The people who take pictures of celebrities in certain positions, doing some weird, like Taika Waititi, kind of making out with two chicks at the same time.
That's true.
Kind of awesome. But those people apparently can take those videos and photos and turn them around for quick cash, thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, if you're good at your job and if you're at the right place at the right time, then yeah, I mean, you could have a pretty good career doing this.
I mean, do you think they make the list because a lot of people just look at them and be like, you're kind of an a-hole, just for invading people's privacy and not caring? I mean, do you think that's why they make the list?
Probably. I mean, they definitely are not known to be the nicest people out there.
That's true.
Kind of stalkers, kind of who just hang around at the airport terminals, just waiting for the next celebrity to come out so they can accost them with some question they had no idea was coming. Yeah.
Number 3 on this list, college football coaches.
Now, not the new Georgia Southern coach. He's our boy. We love him.
College football coaches, often the highest paid public employee in a state.
Yeah, I mean, look at, what is it? Why can't I think of the guy from Clemson, which Rhett will kill me for? And yeah, the Clemson or Alabama coaches, I mean, they're obviously the highest paid people. They're making $10, $15 million a year to coach a football team.
I mean, do you consider them overpaid? I mean,
yes.
Okay, I would consider college football coaches probably overpaid just because the players don't get anything. If there was a distribution of wealth and the players got paid for what they did, I probably wouldn't look as negative on it as I do. But, I mean, the money's there because that's how the school's making it, so I get why it's so high. But, yeah, I'll say overpaid because college players don't get any of that.
Yeah, like Dabo Swinney's making like, what, $10, $12 million a year? Does he need that to coach Clemson?
No.
I don't think so. I think there should be caps on coach salaries, especially when it comes to college football.
Number 2 on this list of the most overpaid jobs, professional athletes. I mean, once again, you're like, okay, everybody's getting paid on the team. It's not like college football. There is money there in the industry, or they wouldn't get paid as much as they do. Mm-hmm. Are they overpaid? Probably. But it's not like somebody's not getting paid because they are.
The NBA has the most ridiculous salaries when it comes to the most overpaid athletes. Like the 7th guy on the bench can still make like $15 million a year. Like, I just wish I was tall enough and athletic enough to have been an NBA player at some point in my career. It would have been incredible because, once again, with their new TV deals and everything, like the guy who plays like 5 minutes a game makes $15 million a year, which is like more than most NFL players.
Okay, yeah, they're overpaid. Number 1 on this list, I think the top 3 is just kind of interchangeable because it's kind of the same sort of concept. There's money in the industry. It's why they get paid so much. Do they deserve it? That's the question. Because number 1, famous actors, millions of dollars for a few weeks of work.
Which I'm just jealous of, really.
Yeah, right?
It's pretty incredible. I mean, Jim Carrey was famous for saying that he wanted to make $20 million. He wanted a check for $20 million for his acting services. And I think he got it for, I think it was The Mask.
Yeah.
I think was his first $20 million payday for, like 3 months of work.
All right, coming up next, we're going to get to beer for breakfast. Good friend Cam Cross of Southern Eagle Distributing going to join us. The first ever 2-time guest for beer for breakfast. We have no idea what he's bringing in. It's a mystery. We'll all solve it together after 9 o'clock. Beer for breakfast on the way. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
All right, Cam should be here any second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip you over just to a single Cam, and I'm going to run out, grab some glasses, and then see if Cam has arrived yet.
Okay. All right, guys, give me a second. I'm going to fire up the delay. All right, guys, I think we're back. I think we're good. Oh, dude, Rob, that's an awesome guess. Yeah, how did they not make this list? That is a great point. This is way wrong. Politicians, overpaid. I 100% agree with that. $20 million for acting as a kid, $1,500 for morning show. It's true. It's true. Don't judge. All right, guys. Coming up, got some new Rise Against, Talking to Ourselves. We'll have the Low Country and Coastal Empire premiere of new Slipknots. That will be coming up as well. Somebody turn on the heater. Okay, thank you. Heater got fired up for the first time, so it's like, the place is burning down, smell was going on, and it's just like, wanted to make sure we're actually not burning down. Which you couldn't blame me for. Not, you can't blame me. All the money comes from donations and insider trading, said Chris. If didn't take bribes, they really don't make an obscene amount. You know what, though? Still too much.
Also tell Marshall the 8 ball was right. 100% chance of rain tomorrow, so no fare for me. Ball never lies that we know of.
Except when it does.
Yeah, except when it does. All right, Cam is here. I can bring him in right now.
Yeah, might as well. Okay. Could you do me a favor while you're out there? Grab me a beef jerky. Need a little something in my stomach before we drink. All right, guys, don't forget you can vote in our Cool Guys tournament right now. Today's matchups, Bill Murray, Steve Buscemi. Bill, the number 4 seed, Steve, the 13 seed. Think it's going to be close. Jesus Christ.
Why didn't you catch that with your face?
Other side of the bracket, Jack Black, 4 seed, Aubrey Plaza, 13 seed. You can vote now. Looks like Jack Black is going to probably pick up the runaway win. Bill and Steve, going to be close.
So Cam is here.
I like it. Oh.
He's got a theme. All right. All right, so let's throw on our beer for breakfast Cam here. There
How you
it
been,
is.
man?
Great. How about yourself?
Good. I'm going to turn that on. There we go.
Excited
All right,
about
guys,
Austin?
I'm chewing. So excited.
Yeah,
So ready.
that's good. That is good.
All right. So what's your official title again at Southern Eagle? We've asked you 100 times. It's craft beer specialist?
Craft brand specialist.
Craft brand specialist.
Unless you were in Charleston on Tuesday with me, then I'm the craft beer guy.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna go now. Hey, craft beer guy.
How's Charleston going?
Well, we just went up there for meetings,
Gotcha.
so it was fun. Got to see what Wicked Weed's coming out with. Yeah.
Can you share what Wicked
Nope.
Weed? Oh,
Not yet. You gotta wait. But
okay.
It's good. It's coming.
Is it stuff that's going to get distributed to the Savannah area?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
What about Austin?
Not yet.
No one gives a shit about that place, Cotter.
I have not seen Wicked Weed there. I don't
No.
think it's an option.
No.
Just let me know. I'll mail some to you. I'm good at mailing beer now. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah. It's a process. Just so you know, it's illegal.
Right.
But I totally have mailed beer before.
And I will return the favor because finally made it out to Jester King.
Yeah, Jester King in Austin Brewing Company.
Yeah.
You can get some of the beer here every now and then at like Habersham. And
Really?
They just do weird sours and weird everything. It's kind of like, it reminded me of like the Funkatorium.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
With some of their beers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this place is cool. And I will go back.
Heck yeah.
Sean says, I want one of those hoodies. They look comfy. They are very comfy. But oddly enough, we wore the same one on the same day. So kind of look like douchebags today. Chris says he's flying to Colorado Sunday. Not ready for the cold weather. I wouldn't be either. Charles says, Sean, you have to be a dick to get one of those hoodies. It's true. Very true. Lindsay says, hey, Cam.
Hi. All right. So you guys want to hear a good story real quick?
Yeah.
Of course.
So yesterday, going to a restaurant. As soon as I go in, wash my hands.
Right.
Whatever. COVID. Come right out. Guess who I run right smack into?
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Jake and Mac. I was like, oh.
Then you felt you had to wash their whole body.
Our favorite little couple
Hands weren't enough.
from Bob 106.9. Chris says Cam has some shit on his jacket. Where is it? Is it
Haven't heard that one before.
Well, Chris is a Jags fan, so I mean,
Oh.
yeah, he's.
Dang.
He's.
Hey, I'm going to Jags Bills on Sunday.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I think actually quite a few people are.
Yeah.
My buddy who works with the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp's going to that game.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
His wife's family's from the Buffalo area, so I think they're all going down to Jax to see
I
the
think it's
game.
going to be all Bills fans.
Yeah, probably. It's going to be probably a good 50-50. It's been a rough year for the Jags.
Yeah.
Everyone had high hopes with Urban Meyer, then he stuck his finger up that girl's butt and kind of ruined it.
Right?
Yeah. Who would have thought, sticking 2 fingers up a girl's butt would have really ruined a football season like that did. But just the one win to show for. Not great.
Yeah, it's a tough look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough to do, getting through those jeans, but Urban Meyer found a way. Sadly, he was only found his way to 1 win this year. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to try the beers that you brought today.
Yes.
We'll do one on the live stream. You brought 3 today.
Yep.
So which one do you want to start off with first?
We'll do the Wild Leap Birthday Month Hop Latte Cold Brew.
Awesome.
Oh,
Double
dude.
IPA.
That's an IPA?
Yeah.
Perfect for beer.
Came out on Monday. Haven't even tried it yet myself.
Oh, very excited.
But figure birthday month, right, guys?
Yeah.
It's birthday
it
month.
is.
My birthday's Monday. Cotter's birthday is the following Friday.
Final beer for breakfast will be on my birthday.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I've let's see. So next week, special guest for beer for breakfast will be Jeremy Hammonds.
Yeah.
Jeremy is opening up the brand new brewery here in town called Underdog Brewing.
Oh.
So he's going to be our special guest next Friday. And then our final beer for breakfast currently is a mystery. I have emails out to 1, 2, 3 different people.
First come, first serve, guys. Or all of them.
All of them.
It's my final one. Bring them all in.
Little threesome action.
Everybody who's ever been here for beer for breakfast, come in and bring a beer.
be the longest beer for breakfast ever.
We're starting at 7.
Within 5 minutes in, it'd be unlistenable. We'd have 0 people watching us on the stream. Like, that's a shit show. All right, how much time we got before we go?
We got about 4 minutes.
Oh, cool.
I'm excited for the live stream tonight.
The live.
Me and the wife are going to watch it.
Okay, it'll be
Drinking.
fun.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
So we're going to do White Russians tonight. We've determined. Cotter and I have a very infamous White Russian story where we got little hammered.
It was so infamous. We didn't even talk to each other about it for probably a year. I mean, there was a good amount of time.
I forget how long it was. I don't think it was a year.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it was, never discussed. It was just
Really?
ignored. Then finally it got brought up. We're like, yeah.
I think that happened.
I think I brought it up to him like, yeah, and I got a little crazy because of this. And he's like, same thing. And what's crazy is I find out that he went somewhere else
I went drinking afterwards. I did more drinking.
Yeah, he went out after we got done, and I was like, wow. I woke up. Yeah, there was a lot of things that
I
happened
was
there.
dedicated to my craft.
Craft beer?
That too.
It was yeah, that's an interesting one. But yeah, the live stream will be good. I mean, we have this many cards.
I remember.
I mean, there must be is it fair to say 100 maybe?
It'll get uncomfortable real quick.
Oh yeah. Well, and plus Mac will be here for us.
Yeah. Oh, can't
So-
wait for that reaction.
She's going to hear words tonight.
This is how I'm gonna have to be.
Cam, Mac is going to hear words tonight that she's never heard before.
Should be pretty
Stuff she's only seen on the internet that she would never admit to her mother that she's watched. And she admits to her mother just about everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who should actually jump on the live stream tonight? Mama Margaret.
Oh.
Mama Margaret would love the live
Then
stream
it gets
tonight.
really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend Thanksgiving with Mac and her mom.
How much is she cooking?
Yeah, Mom Mac's cooking.
Nice.
Where are you going? Oh, it's at.
Going to Chris.
Yeah.
I invited myself over to my buddy's house to have Thanksgiving.
But you're bringing somebody to do the cooking.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's better than anything.
well, the wife's doing the turkey.
Right.
I'm going to do some pies, and then Mama Margaret's making like 4 things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was asked like, what should she make? And I'm like, I've got some ideas. She makes the best mac and cheese I've ever had in my life. It's unbelievable.
So delicious.
Have you guys heard of Wild Leap? Have you had anything about Wild Leap?
I think we've reviewed 2 beers of theirs, not either that you brought.
Yeah.
Right, brand new, like just came out.
Yeah, but no,
I really like Wild.
They're
Like,
really, really good.
They do some weird stuff, that I'm into. I think they had like an orange and cream beer that I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I've tried 2 or 3, but I have enjoyed them. I haven't gone back to them in a while.
Yeah.
Mostly because once it gets cold outside, I'm usually like an old-fashioned guy. So I've been drinking old-fashions for a couple weeks now.
Nice.
All right, we got about a minute 40.
Lane goes, I love Mama Margaret. She's so sweet. Oh, on the stream, on the stream, Liquid is back. Good morning.
Liquid.
The reason Cotter's leaving. No big deal. Don't shake your head.
It's not true.
What?
It's not true.
You told me it was true.
No, I never said
You
that.
literally said Liquid is the reason I'm leaving.
Maybe in jest to play along with the joke.
Wow. Well, okay. So you're lying to me? Is that the
Yes.
first time you've lied to me?
Oh, God, no. Not even close. All right, just over a minute.
Yeah, so tonight at 6:30 will be really fun with the live stream. I made a unique panel for it. Check this out. Proud of it. Look at this. Oh, I got to turn the cameras on. Don't mind me. Boom. Answer the internet.
Nice.
Fancy. I found a transparent background version of the logo. I don't know why this computer hates me. Makes me turn on and off the cameras between slides. No big deal. All right, 30 seconds, and this first break we'll just talk.
Just
and then
talk,
we'll
okay.
get into the beer on the second break. Prefer to drink now, though. No big deal.
We can.
No, it's fine. It's fine, Cotter.
Only 3 of these left. Do whatever you want.
No, it's your show.
All right, guys, be right back. We're drinking beers. The Buddy Cam Cross from Southern Eagle coming up in just moments. Beer for breakfast. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. If you haven't done so already, perfect time to get on the stream. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Did those backwards. It's fine. You can check out Cam. If you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, you really want to hit the stream now because Cam from Southern Eagle in studio for Beer for Breakfast, sporting the Steelers jackets. Steelers, Bears going at it.
Monday Night Football.
Monday nights. You guys okay to sit here next to each other?
No, I think we're fine. Well, Cam and I have known each other for a long time. We're friends. With the game itself, I think neither of us can be super excited about our football team seasons.
I don't feel 100%.
Honestly, I thought we'd be in a much better position, both of us. Well, a Steelers record is what now?
4-3.
Yeah, and the Bears are probably worse. I don't know. I honestly cannot even watch a full Bears game at this point. I've gotten so angry at them. The Tampa Bay game was typical Bears, and that was back-to-back with the Green Bay game where we got blown out by like 35-3, or I don't know. It was just really bad, guys. So I'm not looking forward to this game, but trust me, I'll be watching the majority of it before I go to bed way too early because of the morning show, and I'll most likely be crying as well because Justin Fields will probably get injured, knowing my luck as a Bears fan. So I'm not looking forward to it, but with all that said, we are going to kick your ass on Monday night.
This coming from the guy that had a team with negative yards?
Yeah, we had negative yards, passing yards a couple weeks back. But that was, you know what? Hey, that's the past. We live in the future, my friend. I'm a big-time future-looking fella, and I'm thinking the Bears are going to do really good things.
Okay.
This coming Monday, positive vibes only. We are going to win by 3.
All right, in studio, Beer for Breakfast. All right, Cam, you're the first and will be the only 2-time Beer for Breakfast guest. I want to say the first time you came in, were you still with...
I was with Tap House.
Tap House.
Yep.
So this is the first time you come in with Southern Eagle, where you are a craft beer specialist.
Yes.
Is that the official title?
Official title.
What type of experience does one need to have said title?
Just know a lot about craft beer. Love it. Drink it. Live it.
Okay, so
eat it.
So are we all 3 of us? Are we technically craft beer specialists?
Yes. You guys could definitely do the job.
Perfect.
For sure.
So your day-to-day duties, you just go to duties. Do you just go to bars and just like, hey, drink or sell this not PBR beer?
Correct. Definitely not PBR. But yes, so I go to bars and package stores as well.
Okay.
And tell them what we have new coming out, what the breweries have coming out new, bring them samples. I'm the fun guy. When I walk in, everybody's like, yeah, beer. Awesome, free beer. So, yeah, and then just get them on board with the brands that we have.
Do you have to do you have to send them a bill, though? So you're like, hey, drink this beer. and here's a $10,000 beer.
No.
You're the guy who gets him drunk, but also like brings him back down to reality.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down a number that you technically owe us, and I'm just gonna slide over. Don't freak out, but it has 5 numbers.
No.
Okay, good, cool.
So is it? I mean, not that craft beer is hard to sell, but I mean, when you go into a place and the owner, or whoever you're talking to, is a craft beer lover, does this make your job easier? Are they
Way
just into
easier.
everything?
If they know about craft beer, it is awesome. And normally they're asking me for beer.
Okay.
They're like, when's this coming out? When is this coming out?
Okay.
So the beers, 2 beers that I brought, my package store guys have been asking me for 3 months, when is it coming out?
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Now, you said you haven't even tried one of these yet.
They came out on Monday.
Oh, dude.
All right,
So-
Cam, tell us what we're gonna try today.
Okay, so right now I've got 2 from Wild Leap.
Okay.
They're out of LaGrange, Georgia. So just
Love that place.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
That's the only thing there.
It's easy top wrote a
Wild
song
Leap
about
Brewery.
it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the same state. But yeah,
No, it's
close
the
enough.
same place. Yeah.
So they put out a birthday beer every year on their birthday, September. They got pushed back a little bit this year because they distributed it out to Alabama.
Okay.
So their canning line kind of got pushed back, but now it's out now. So I got 2 beers from them. And then when did the Bears and Steelers play?
Monday night.
So I brought Monday Night Brewing
Oh,
for Monday night for the final one.
I like it. All right, so we're going to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to crack open beer number 1. Cam, beer for breakfast. Here's Fozzie and Sane, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right. So actually, Lindsay says Wild Leap's Vacanza, Vacanza is my favorite. You ever heard of that one?
I haven't heard of that one.
No, he has heard of that one. Unless, yeah, no, he has. In case his bosses are listening, it's one of his favorite beers.
yeah.
He sells so much of it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, why don't we open our first beer? We'll pour that out so we're nice and ready for when we come back on the air here in 3 minutes. Once again, we're trying Wild Leap's birthday month cold brew beer.
Yep. Hop latte.
Hop latte. Sounds excellent. Cam, are you a big coffee guy? Do you drink coffee every morning?
Now, yes. With the new job, yes.
Now that I'm up in the morning,
But
yeah.
I've always loved coffee beer. Love coffee stouts. I love coffee, anything beer-wise.
We just talked about it the other day. There are 3 ingredients you can put in pretty much any style of beer that I will try: vanilla, coffee, and coconut. And you can put those in almost anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take coffee in an IPA. I'll take coffee in like a lager. You throw it in a stout. Those 3 ingredients, I'm at least going to try that beer.
Right.
So speaking of great beers with coconut in it, Funky Buddha's Last Snow, which I don't think Funky Buddha even really comes up to Georgia very much anymore, if at all. Last Snow is coming out, or is starting to come out right now, which is a great coconut porter.
It is.
My friend down in Jacksonville, I was actually just going to message him this weekend. There's like a little package shop near his house.
Yeah.
I was going to tell him, like, go pick me up 2 6-packs. It's an excellent coconut stout.
Yeah, Last Snow's delicious.
Are they still making the maple bacon?
Yes, they are. Yeah, every February they put, or January they put that out. Mm-hmm. Taylor says Cam is making everyone at Southern Eagle so proud.
I try.
He makes us proud.
I try.
Now that's,
dude,
that's Taylor from. I mean, she still work.
She was with Red Hair. Now she's the one that recruited me for my job.
Oh, okay.
She does my job, but Tybee and down south.
Okay.
I do downtown and Pooler and Rincon.
Okay. Lindsay said the Vacanza is a coconut cream pie beer.
Oh,
What?
part of their truck stop series.
She says the can can only get it in North Georgia. Can only get in North Georgia.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Damn.
All right, we got about 90 seconds.
No, I'm excited to try this beer. Once again, we're
Yeah.
trying Wild Leap's here. I'll show it off on the live stream here. This is Wild Leap's birthday month hop latte cold brew. This is coming in. Let's see. What's the APV? 8.3%. Cam's getting us messed up.
Sorry, it only gets worse from there.
Oh, cool.
What's the percentage?
8.3%,
Yeah.
and it only gets higher from
love
there.
it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna go home. I think both of our goals
I'm
today.
sleeping.
Taking a little nap. Then we got some work stuff to do.
Yeah.
Then we're coming in and do the live stream tonight.
Yeah.
Man, Lindsay, if there's like an extra can of that coconut cream pie beer that you want to like throw at us, that'd be nice. Maybe Lindsay will be our final guest for beer for breakfast. What are you doing on November 19th? What's your schedule looking like on November 19th? Tell your mom you're working, but tell her to watch the live stream.
All right, got about 30 seconds.
What are you doing this weekend?
It's the bridge run or the rock and roll marathon.
Oh,
on Saturday.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can't really do anything in the city.
Yep,
Yeah.
remind me.
Like, so-
I'm not going downtown.
Yeah. So you can't do anything. And then Sunday I leave for Jacksonville.
Oh, nice. All right, guys, be right back. It is Beer for Breakfast, Cotter and Marshall Show. Cam Cross, Southern Eagle in studio. 3 tasty-looking beverages. What is beer number 1, man? Tell us again.
Birthday month from Wild Leap. It's the Hop Latte Cold Brew, double IPA.
So according to this Cam, they teamed up with their partners in Crema from Fountain City Coffee in Columbus, and they said they've added delicious, juicy double IPA with milk sugar and vanilla bean. I've turned into a big-time coffee guy in my older age. I'm very excited about this beer.
I'm very excited.
What did I say? Coffee, vanilla, 2 things you could throw in a beer. I'm instantly in regardless. And you said that both of those are in there. I'm in on this 100%.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start off our review by taking a big old sniff. You smell the hops immediately.
Yeah, you
IPA
do.
for sure.
I get the vanilla quite a bit in there as well. I don't get a lot of the coffee, which surprises me. I thought there'd be more of that in the nose.
Yeah, I'm not getting much coffee at all, but yeah, the hops are kind of overpowering here now. Holding it up to the light, I mean, this thing is just a cloudy little boy right here. Nice golden yellow, but definitely cloudy. You cannot see through it at all. So, Cam, anything else we're missing before we take a big old drink of this?
I think you hit it all.
All right.
All right,
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Wow, the taste is incredible on that.
That's
really good. I mean, you get the citrus from the hops right away, and then the smoothness of the lactose and the vanilla on the back end.
Yep.
I mean, much like the nose, I don't get a lot of coffee flavor.
No.
I wish there was more coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wish there was a little bit more coffee on there, but man, it's so easy drinking. Once again, we're drinking Wild Leap's birthday month Hop Latte Cold Brew Double IPA. Definitely a mouthful, whether you're drinking it or saying it. Now, this is coming in at 8.3% alcohol. And
It does not drink like an 8.3. No.
And Cam told us these beers keep getting higher and higher in APV. So let's go ahead and start the review. Cotter, on the beer scale of supremacy, what do you give this Wild Leap beer?
I would go higher than I'm going to go if I could taste the coffee.
Before you even give a number, I just want to point out that Cotter drank all of his beer.
It's so good. It's really, really good, guys. I would go much higher if I could taste the coffee. I'm going to go, I'd go over 4 if I could taste the coffee. I'm going to go 3.85.
All right, on the beer scale of supremacy, a very good score, especially when Cotter is, kicking it in its little beer behind because you couldn't taste the coffee.
I can't taste the coffee.
All right, Cam, on the beer scale of supremacy, what would you give Wild Leap's birthday month Hop Latte Cold Brew Double IPA?
Oh, a 4.2. Like, this is really good.
It is good.
Really good drinking beer.
I mean, once again, you guys hit it right on the nose. It's very smooth. It's got a very citrusy, hoppy nose to it. But I mean, this thing, you could drink this all day. I think this could be, and by all day, I mean, I give you about 2 hours before you fall asleep on the couch. But this beer is 100% great. I'm going to give it a 3.75.
All right, coming up next during the break, we're going to do a beer on the stream, another one from Wild Leap, right?
Yep, another birthday month.
All right, awesome. We're going to do that next. Then we have one more we'll come back to and do on the air. It's Beer for Breakfast, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. All right.
That was a tasty beer.
That one was really good.
That is so good.
Oh, man.
Once again, I guess we should have said this, but we'll mention it on the next break. Where can people buy this in store?
I think these at Habersham yesterday.
Okay, so these
Both
are available.
of them are at Habersham.
Okay, perfect.
And if you're out in Pool or Liquorland, has it as well.
I haven't been to Liquorland yet. Is it
It's
worth
the
it?
land of liquor.
Okay.
It is huge.
Yeah, I know.
It's huge.
Well, why don't we have you pour out our next beer, and we'll do this right on the stream. So once again, we're doing another birthday month Wild Leap beer. These are available at Habersham Beverage. You can get them either in town or the Liquorland, which I heard is just like a football field, gigantic size building full of all the liquor dreams that you've ever had.
Oh, I remember driving past it for the first time. I'm like, what is this? And then it wasn't open for like 2 months.
It's over by the new Costco, right? Or is it? Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's on the other side of 16 from Costco.
Okay, cool.
So I got bamboozled one day. My boss was like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, oh, nothing. He's like, hey, come with me. We had to stock that Liquorland with all the beer, 9 pallets of beer. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And the guy that owns Liquorland goes, man, he owes you a lot.
Yeah, he does. Good.
All right, so what one's this one again?
Flowers and Fruit.
Try that.
Double
It's
IPA.
delicious. It is delicious.
Here, let me steal that real quick. I'll show it off on the live stream once again. This is a beer review exclusive right here on the stream. Wild Leap's birthday month, Flowers and Fruit Double IPA, 7.8% alcohol. On the can, it says, let's see, it's a combination of one of our favorite floral hops and Laurel and one of our favorite fruity hops, Mosaic. Boom, flowers, and fruit in beer form.
It's good, right? A-Dub's in
Good,
here
right?
sampling the first one.
I'm telling
He's
you.
shotgunning it now.
We almost sold out of all the kegs in one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
For that beer?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
For both of these.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and begin the review by taking a big old sniff. Not a huge smell factor on this. That or I'm having a
little
stroke.
bit of floral.
Yeah, I was going to say
A little bit.
Yeah, more floral.
Yeah, once again, trying this Wild Leap beer. What's it called? Flowers and Fruit Double IPA.
Yeah, don't get a lot of the fruit.
Holding up to the light, kind of the same thing as kind of the first beer. This is kind of a
little
less-
lighter, maybe?
Yeah, a little lighter color when it comes to it. Can't see through it. Nice little cloudy IPA here. Cam, did I miss anything there?
No, you hit it all. That's what I was going to say.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
Definitely a lighter beer.
Yeah.
It almost, for an IPA, it almost feels like it's a little bit of a lager. Kind of like a mix almost, right?
That is good.
That's
too, though.
really good. It is really good.
Oh man, that's really good.
Wild Leap does some interesting stuff, man. I really like what they've been doing.
Yeah.
They do interesting beers. They just don't do like, here's the lager, here's the stout.
Right.
They do fun combinations of stuff. So, man, let's go ahead and start the review. Cotter, on the beer scale of supremacy, what would you give Wild Leap's birthday month flowers and fruit double IPA?
I mean, when you're talking about blending and they don't do normal stuff, the blend of these two hops really kind of balance out the beer really, really nicely.
Right.
You're not getting an overpower of anything. Once again, super smooth. I mean, this one seems a little, I don't want to use the word boozy, but this one feels the 7% more than the first one did. Man, did I like the first one more? I don't know. I'm going to go, I think I did. I'm so confused.
You see, you could
I don't know what to do. 3. I'm gonna go. Here's my excuse. I'm gonna go 3.85, just same score as the first one. But I like the first one better. Would have given it more points if there's coffee flavor.
Right.
Cotter
3.85.
hasn't been that confused since college. I mean, it was.
That's why
That was rough. That was a rough one.
It's why I dropped out.
Yeah. All right. On the beer scale of supremacy, Cam, what would you give Wild Leap?
4.5. Like, this is so good. So drinkable. Like, it is, I mean, I know it's 7.8, right?
Yeah, 7.8.
But
Yeah.
I feel you don't feel it at all.
So with this beer, I mean, I think the flavor profile is a little understated for me. Like I said, I've been burnt out from drinking craft beers for my entire life, but I didn't get a huge taste profile. Obviously, I got a little bit of the hop, but it was like I said, it was almost lagerish, where it was kind of like too easy drinking. And for that, I give it a 3.5.
All right. Taylor wanted Cam to know the whole team is watching the show right now on the TV in the conference.
Oh no!
Nice.
Things.
At least my boss is on vacation.
Okay. Let's say some things that won't get you fired. Cam's favorite employee is actually all of you equally combined.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
there
loves
you
all of
go.
you combined. What are some other things that we can say that that will get you maybe a raise in the future?
Man, I just love my job.
Yeah.
I love my job going into work.
Hey,
every
you know
day.
what your biggest flaw is?
What?
You work too hard.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've always said that. I said that before you even joined Southern Eagle. Like, your biggest flaw, you work too hard.
I know.
Another flaw, you're too giving of your time. Too giving. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're in our last commercial. We got 4 minutes of a song, and then we're back at it. All right.
By
So,
the way, I forgot I'm your Bud Light seltzer dealer.
Yeah, you're a drug dealer.
Yeah, you really are.
When it comes to Bud Light Seltzer.
So hard soda?
Yeah. Oh, I hear the Mountain Dew taste amazing.
They're doing Bud Light
What?
Seltzer hard soda.
Oh yeah, I hear the Mountain Dew taste amazing.
Wait, so Bud Light is teamed up with Mountain Dew?
No. So no. It's not.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of like with Not Your Father's root beer, how they had all the
Right.
different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's hard.
I'll bring it by. I'll bring it by when it comes out.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
You
yeah.
won't be here.
When's it coming out?
I don't know.
No. I got 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Cotter. I'm essentially after 2 weeks, we literally forget you exist. I don't know.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew this or not, but I've already commissioned. You know, our logo says both of our names.
Yeah.
I've commissioned that every other day a letter drops out from your name. It just literally falls out of our logo.
If you don't do that, I'm disappointed.
No, I've already sent an email.
That's funny.
I thought of that like 2 weeks ago.
Good. That's good.
Cam, I saw a commercial last night for Bud Light Seltzer, but it was for the tie-dye seltzers.
Yeah.
What are those?
Already out.
What are those? I saw a commercial and I didn't even understand. I saw it 7 times during Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
No. What is it?
It's that is. Listen, that's not craft.
Okay. Solid point. So let's go back. We'll continue on with seltzer talk, but let's go to the Christmas 4-pack. How much time we got?
We've got
2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you tried all 4 flavors of the Christmas?
I have not, but I want to go buy it just because of you guys' review.
Okay. So I think I'm going to be standing up here on a pedestal by myself. Seltzer Nog is really good, and I think people should try it and buy it just for that.
Well, like you said, nutmeg. Like, isn't that what you said when you?
Yeah, that
when
was
you
the good
cracked
part about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Seltzer Nog, I mean, you buy it for cherry cordial. That is the best.
It's the best seltzer I've ever had.
Best
Really?
seltzer,
Yes.
hands down, I've ever had in my life is the cherry cordial, which is exclusive to that 4-pack, so people should definitely buy it. But seltzer Nog will surprise you. The other two, just kind of okay.
I like the cranberry better than the seltzer nog, but the seltzer nog was good.
Yeah.
And because I'm like, it's one of those weird ones. You're like, am I gonna like this? And you're like, I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Drinking the cranberry seltzer, does that help cleanse you like regular cranberry juice does?
I wonder.
You have a bottle opener?
I do.
Okay, perfect.
I have a Monday night bottle opener.
Got about 2
For
minutes.
Monday night.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
That's branding right there.
Right?
That's good branding.
Who does that?
Oh, that's good.
Right?
I love Monday Night Brewing. They have a great spot in Atlanta. First time I walked in, I just couldn't believe how big it was. They have a huge.
Did you go to the
tap room.
garage or the original one?
I don't know. It was a
Industry Park, or did it have like a deck looking out?
I don't think there was a deck. It was just this huge room.
Yeah,
and then,
garage.
We ordered food from someone that was making food in the back of it.
Yeah.
It was a long time.
There's just some guy in the back. Is like, you hungry?
I think I think I had tacos. I mean, like it was that long ago, but and it had a room. An entire wall was all ties. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah.
I don't know which one that was.
That's the original.
Okay, yeah,
The
I
OG,
went
as we
there.
call it.
Whatever Monday night has done with the whole rebranding thing a few years ago, genius.
Killed it.
I mean, it's like
Killed it.
you knew they were always there, but it wasn't something I'm like, oh, I got to get something for Monday night.
Now.
And then they rebranded,
Yep.
and it's just like anytime something new comes out, I'm like, I'm in. I'm trying that.
Their new one before Death Raptor IPA.
Great name.
That is the best.
You got to
name.
look at the can art on that. It's nuts. It's like raptors with lasers coming out of their eyes. Oh, it's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
Monday night is so good. My buddy actually has me buy Monday night beers, and then whenever I go down to Florida, I drive them to him. And then whenever he comes to Savannah, he goes and buys $100 worth of Monday night beers before he leaves.
Just
every
a
single time.
variety of, or
Yeah.
you got to go to. Okay.
Yeah, he has like the Blind Pirate is one of his. I think it's the Blood Orange IPA.
By the way, for the Savannah hockey team,
Yeah.
Blind Pirate for the Savannah Pirates.
Yeah, it's true.
It should.
Those Pirates, right?
Is that a done deal
I don't
yet?
know. No.
Can we
No,
make
no.
that announcement?
No.
No, we like unofficially. We're making the announcement.
All right, guys, we'll be back. Good morning, Cotter and Marshall Show. Beer for breakfast, Cam Cross. Southern Eagle Distributing had 2 solid beers from Wild Leap, but you got something from Monday Night Brewing
Everything's fine. Nothing's going wrong today.
that we're going to wrap up the segment with. What do we got?
Oh, sorry, guys.
Wait,
Don't look
why
at the AV.
why you sorry?
Oh,
No, we thank you.
Ooh. So it's a breakfast anti-meridian. It's a maple bourbon barrel imperial brown ale with coffee and vanilla.
Oh,
Okay, you're hitting a lot of notes.
I'm in on this.
You're hitting all of Cotter's favorite things.
I'm gonna pour it, and then I'm gonna let Marshall read what percent it is.
Oh boy. All right. So this is very much a breakfast beer. I mean, we're excited about that because when we get drunk in the morning, we like to have something that tells us it's kind of okay to do so. And if it says breakfast, I feel better about it.
Oh, yeah,
Don't you,
100%,
Cotter?
100%.
Yeah.
I feel we're doing our job.
Are you guys familiar with Georgia law and how high percentage of beer can be?
Yeah, it's something. It stops at like 13%, right?
Okay, 14.
14. Okay. Uh-oh.
3.999.
So once again, we're trying Monday Night Brewing's breakfast and antimeridium. Did I say that right?
Correct.
Yeah. Maple bourbon barrel imperial brown ale with coffee and vanilla. This thing comes in at a paltry 13.5% alcohol, Cotter.
just getting it in there under the line.
There you go.
Now, the description on the bottle reads, Breakfast Antimeridium is a big imperial brown ale aged in maple bourbon barrels. We added Ugandan vanilla beans, which are much different from the other ones. Madagascar. Oh, I hate that place. Gross. And locally roasted Batdorf and Bronson coffee. I'm scared. Once again, here's the Monday Night Brew. Cam, where can people, is this available?
Yes, I got that at Habersham.
So,
Perfect.
and the other two as well. Wild Leap.
Yep.
Okay, Habersham if you want to try.
Yep.
Either Habersham's. You can pick that up at. All right, so
Correct.
let's start the review with a big old sniff.
Ooh,
right?
That is a barrel just smacking you across the face.
This is you said something bad about their mother, and they slapped you across the face with the nose of this beer.
Oh,
It's
man.
definitely a sipper.
Oh, well, we won't be doing that. Cotter's been chugging beers all morning, so he's like, I'm a short timer. Let's get wild with these last few weeks. All right, so looking up to the live stream here, if you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, I mean, just kind of a darker, it's kind of got a brown kind of amberish color kind of coming from the bottom. I don't know if that really comes across on the live stream or not, but I mean, this is a brown ale, so that's exactly kind of what you think it would look like.
All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
I felt like I just went on like a magical ride.
Right?
It's sweet with the like maple syrup, but it's like a lot sweeter than you think.
I get syrup at the back end a lot.
Oh yeah,
Sweet in the front.
Cotter's going through a lot of emotion right now.
It's like this is my favorite segment ever, guys. I'm not gonna lie. The maple syrup is right there.
Right.
The barrel is right there. And for me, the biggest issue with a barrel aged beer is just you get nothing but. That is not the case with this beer. You get the right amount of barrel. It mixes well with the maple. I wish there's maybe a little bit more vanilla, but I don't hate that it's not overpowering.
It is. I mean, it is saying. I mean, bourbon barrel aged beers. I've been drinking a little. These beers are generally sweeter in nature just because of the aging. I mean, this thing is sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, just really sweet across my palate. Let's go ahead and just dive right into the review. Cotter, on the beer scale supremacy, what would you give Monday Night Brewing's Breakfast Anti-Meridium beer?
The more as the flavor just kind of sits on my tongue, I really start to get that maple syrup. There is a lot of it there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I'm feeling like
The guys from Super Troopers?
Yeah,
when they chug the bottles?
exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just chugging the maple syrup. This is really good. Like I said, not overpowering with the barrel. The maple syrup is delicious. I'm giving it a 4. I think this is a really good beer.
Now, once again, all these beers that we tried this morning from Wild Leaf and Monday Night Brewing are available at either Habersham. Cam, on the beer scale of supremacy, I know these are your beers. You hawk them for a living.
Yeah.
What are we
4.5.
feeling? What's that?
4.5. This one is really good.
It's good, guys.
This one is really good.
Man, I think the guys at Monday Night have something against you, man, giving that such a high score. But you know what? Sometimes
It's good.
high scores are deserved, and I think in this case, this beer hits a lot of notes.
Yes.
Sugary ones, sweet ones. That's why I give it a 4.1.
All right, there you go. Beer for breakfast. Cam, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Our only, you'll ever be our only 2-time beer for breakfast guest. So I appreciate it. You can check out.
We'll send your plaque in the mail.
Oh, sweet. Hell yeah.
And once again, you can get both the Wild Leap beers and the Monday Night beer at either Habersham location. All right, coming up next, we've got some Marshall's music news. First story is about Slipknot, so we're going to just debut the song right now.
Yep.
So this is the Low Country and Coastal Empire premiere, brand new Slipknot. It is the Chapeltown Rag, Cotter and Marshall show, Rock 106.1. Okay.
All right, and then we'll go to the special 3 cam.
Oh,
Boom. And now I got to turn everything
cam
on.
for cam.
So this is our new trip
I
cam.
know. Looks good.
Real fancy like. Ooh, dude, thanks for coming in. Those beers, what a magical ride that was.
So it was going to be Wicked Weed Guilty Pleasures instead of the Monday Night, and I couldn't find Wicked Weed anywhere. The Guilty Pleasures, the brownie, milk and cookies.
Yep.
If you haven't had the milk and cookies,
The milk and cookies is delicious. Yeah.
So then I was like, man, Monday night for the game, and then I was like breakfast. I was like, it's heavy. I'm like,
It's okay.
No, it's perfect.
So,
But you nailed it. It's a sipper. You're sipping that.
Oh,
beer.
no, yeah.
That's really good.
Ooh. Yeah. You're not drinking that like it's a lager or something, man. You're giving out little baby sips, little butterfly kisses of sips there.
So good.
Lindsay says, I've got like 3 local Georgia beers I've hoarded. Let's see. I think she dropped in. She goes, guys, I have exactly 3 cans of the Vacanza left that I've been hoarding. Even if I don't get on the show, they're yours for the cause and Cotter's birthday if you want.
I don't want to take your last 3 beers. What's your favorite beer?
Lindsay, you could just come in. How about come in and we'll just drink it together. We'll do a little beer review, just the 3 of us.
There we go. I like that.
Yeah.
Pick a day.
Tonight, 6:30.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We'll be here.
What'd you guys decide on the mixer? Is it going to screwball, Kahlua?
That's actually, I think we'll have kind of a multitude of things, but yeah, we'll definitely have screwball.
Yeah, I'll bring the screwball.
I've got like 3 or 4 bottles of Kahlua, but I've got different flavors. I've got regular Kahlua, then I also have like a spicy chocolate Kahlua, and yeah,
Really?
That was good.
it was.
It was really good.
And then I think I'm going to go with probably just more of a traditional whiskey. I may grab.
And we have vodka in there, right?
Yeah, we have vodka in
Okay.
there. I may grab some JMO and just kind of do, because I don't really care for vodka all that much.
Right.
So I may just do like a simple kind of, I don't know, JMO or maybe something that's not so Irishy. I know we have Jim Beam. Jim Beam, honestly, I could probably just do. Jim Beam's a pretty solid whiskey to put into a drink that you can't taste it.
I almost bought the Natural Light vodka for you guys.
Oh,
Just to
Natty
try.
Light. Good
The
Lord.
strawberry lemonade, the black cherry's out of this world. It's so good.
Oh, man. Natty Light. Natty. Oh, those guys. I mean, I still remember the time where I bought the PBR whiskey, which was the straight distilled clear. Yeah, PBR.
You
did
didn't
their
know
own-
this?
No.
PBR did their own whiskey.
Aged it for what, 5 seconds?
Yeah.
I mean, no, seriously. It's
No,
clear. It's clear.
It's clear, and it is like drinking turpentine. It is the worst whiskey I've ever had in my life.
We did, so during the pandemic, we did a video stream where we tried it with different mixers. I think one of them was acceptable. I mean, it was garbage. It was horrible.
It was all time.
It was a novelty. I mean, it was just a novelty.
Yeah.
Lindsay goes, listen, I will brave traffic to bring these. Lindsay, where are you?
Yeah, where do you live? Your exact address. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
We got about 50 seconds.
Just your zip code and your social security number. All right, hold on. Let me just reread the story real quick. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Steve goes, LOL, like paint thinner? Worse. It's somehow worse than paint thinner.
It was disgusting.
It's like paint thinner combined with more paint thinner. It's that bad.
All right, guys, be right back. Low Country Coastal Empire premiere, brand new Slipknot. And I love the one description that we were talking about earlier. It is every Slipknot album in one song.
Yeah, and I haven't got a chance to listen to it fully. I just heard the first little bit and the last little bit right there, and I'm emotionally broken from it. I'm scared. I'll grab a blanket and hide in my living room while crying softly. Well, yes, brand new Slipknot. You just heard it. The Chapeltown Rag was released, obviously, earlier today. It was produced by the same dude. His name is Joe Barresi, who's worked with Avenged Sevenfold, Queens of the Stone Age, and Chevelle. Now, Corey Taylor said the song is a Punisher, and I think we can all agree with that description of the song. He says it's classic Slipknot. And it's inspired by the West Yorkshire, United Kingdom suburb Chapeltown, best known for its connection to Peter Sutcliffe, also known as the Yorkshire Ripper. And it's frantic, but lyrically, it's coming from a point of talking about the various manipulations that can happen when social media meets media itself and the different ways that these manipulations can try to pull us in different directions. In fact, that we're all becoming addicts to it, which is very, very dangerous, says Corey Taylor about the brand new song. Now, we don't have any information about the album yet, but I can imagine that it's forthcoming. Now, later on tonight, I think it's, at 9 p.m. Tonight, Eastern Standard Time, they are doing a live stream featuring, I'm guessing, that song and playing some hits, but you can view that event. It looks like it is for purchase over at notfest.com. But you could buy it for $20. It looks like they'll be doing some sort of live streaming live event from California Stadium.
All right, one more story to go, and then we'll wrap up the show. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
You're going to have to run the board
For what?
on the news show?
Oh,
Oh, me? I don't know yet. Those are all great questions. Hold on. I hit the wrong thing.
Taylor
There it
said, thanks for the dope review, guys. Cam, don't forget, we have a meeting at 10.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, no, Cam. Where's your meeting?
Is this legit, or is she having
Is it a Zoom call?
I think we're meeting with Palmetto Brewing
Oh, okay.
on a Zoom call.
Oh, okay. It's just Zoom. Yeah. You do that from the car. It's fine.
Taylor, can you take notes?
I'm sorry. That's funny.
How much talking would you have done in this meeting anyway?
None.
Yeah.
None. I just listen.
Oh, okay. You're fine.
Listen, take notes.
Yeah, perfect. You need a piece of paper and a pen? I'll give you a pen.
Taylor, take notes for me, please.
Pen right here, man.
There.
Big time pen guy.
You guys want to see what Palmetto Brewing has coming?
Kinda.
We're going to live stream the call.
Yeah.
Oh, we couldn't do that? Sorry, guys.
Port Wentworth is where she's at. Lindsay.
Oh. If Lindsay wants to come in for the live chat today.
Yeah, if you want to come in tonight,
yeah,
feel free.
My wife just commented. She goes, haha, you caught him mid-pour on that one.
I know. I was like,
and the look in your face is like,
a meeting?
Call me out, Nicole. Jeez.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine. Rod from New Zealand says, I feel before Cotter goes, you need to do a best dad joke list or something.
Tim could come in. He can just Tim will come in and we'll just leave for 10 minutes. We'll come back and then it'll be fine.
Cotter's not a big time dad joke guy.
No, not really.
No. He's not really a joke guy. The biggest joke about Cotter is just the way he lives. We just laugh at that. His one box a day packing, his affinity for vests. We just make jokes about
Love
that.
Vests.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
And you told me that once it got cold enough, you would start wearing vests again.
My clothes are packed, but I left out one vest, one shirt for the final show.
What vest are we going with? Can you reveal that?
I'm going with the gray one that's got a little bit of a collar.
You're not even gonna seriously. You're not even gonna go with a new vest. You're not gonna debut.
No, I don't have a new vest to debut.
So I already know what I'm wearing on the last day of the show.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Would you like that?
I would. Thank you.
Would you like that?
I would.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Lindsay says, "Dope. See y'all tonight. Got to go raid Bob's beer fridge." No, seriously, Lindsay, we're dead serious. 401 Mall Boulevard. Stop on by. Not everyone can come by. Just so you know.
Just Lindsay.
Just Lindsay, and our Uber drivers.
Yes.
And Mac. Anyone else?
Okay, yeah, Mac's fine.
Mac's fine, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, we'll stop answer the internet and just do a beer review with Lindsay.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll have Lindsay answer some questions too.
Yeah, I like that.
And then when she gets really awkward with us, we'll just kick her out. Thanks for driving from Port Wentworth. Steve says this reminds me of the WKRP in Cincinnati where they tested Johnny Fever to see how his reflexes would change when he drank whiskey. His reflexes got better.
I remember that. Dude, it's like WKRP in Cincinnati. If you want an actual look as to what radio, at least what it was, it's pretty spot on. I mean, they do a great job. The downside is you can't really find it anywhere because of all the song rights. Because they used actual music at the time on the show, and now it's not streaming anywhere. I think you can buy it in a couple places, but the song rights, because now some of the old reruns eliminated all the popular songs and it's just generic music.
Really?
So it's not the same experience.
There's got to be some original recordings of it.
I'm sure there are somewhere, but
yeah, because I use a legal download service called Cinema HD, and they have everything. But I bet you they have the original shit.
Because it honestly is a really good representation of radio. It really is.
When I got into radio, it was a much different than what it is now, and that was just 20 years ago.
Oh, it's changed drastically.
Yeah, there was dudes looking at porn on the internet, morning show guys, Dan Dermody, and yeah, the landscape was much different.
I still got in when we didn't have the automation system, so we had a big wall of CDs.
I think we had automation at that time. It was a very weird looking
Audio Vault is what we had.
Yeah, Audio Vault. It looks like the DOS version of what we have now, right? A little bit, yeah. Same kind of colors and everything.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I listen to the country station at night, and you're on there, and I'm like, how is he on there right now? And
that's right.
Wait,
radio magic.
Sometimes I moonlight as you're not going to believe it, Marshall on Bob 106.9. I'm really diving deep into my characters.
No, that's how. When I started in radio for 3 years, I did weekend overnights. I worked midnight to 6. Saturday, Sunday, Monday night for 3 years. Just because you had to have somebody in the studio at all times.
How were those phone calls? Did you
awesome?
I bet
they were so. I had everything from people, hey, I want to propose to my girlfriend. I'm like, dude, it's 3 a.m. What are you doing? To I'm outside the studio now. I'm going to kill you. You had all of that stuff because it was before the internet was everywhere. It was around. But I mean, before streaming, before any of that. So it's like people were just listening at 3 a.m. and they would call, and usually very drunk.
So I've got a great story of when I was doing overnights. So I never did overnights when I was in Illinois because I was too damn talented. I had to go to Las Vegas for them to knock me down a peg. And they're like, you're going to do overnights on our alternative station because that's the station I wanted to be on, right?
Yeah.
So I went and did overnights for 6 months. And we had another guy who would do nights on Saturdays. His name was Bean. And Bean was a very handsome guy. If you look at him, he's all tatted up. He kind of looks like every BMX and like dirt bike rider at the time, just like the shaggy, stupid hair and all the tattoos. I had a girl call up one night and she's like, "Hey, is Bean around?" And I'm like, "No, he's not. He left like an hour ago. It's 1:00 in the morning. X1075. What's going on?" She goes, "I have something to tell him." I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "We hooked up a couple months ago, and I'm pregnant." And I go, I congratulations.
Were you recording this call? And
Yeah,
play back?
I know. I still have it somewhere.
Okay.
And she's like, "Well, I need to get a hold of him." And I'm like, "Well, I can't give you his information. If you hooked up with him, maybe you have his. I don't have his information. That's why I'm calling you, idiot." And I was like, "Okay, best of luck with the baby. Gotta go." And here's the thing, like, he was dating someone else who turned out to be his wife, and they have 2 kids. So I don't know if he's got another kid running out there somewhere to this day. And no offense, I was like, you know what? This isn't my place, and I never brought it up to him.
Somebody called Maury.
And actually, that's the first time I ever brought it up since then.
Wow.
So,
Holy
Bean, I'm still friends with him on Facebook. Real nice guy. Lives in California doing something, not radio, or maybe is. I don't know. But it's a real nice guy, but you may have a 3rd kid. Heads up.
All right, guys, we got about 25 seconds. We'll be right back. Before we get out of here, one more time, we got Marshall's music news.
So Ozzy Osbourne, he's been working on a follow-up that we've all known about, the 2020 Ordinary Man album. He's been working on that follow-up for a while now. But in a new financial statement, Sony announced that Ozzy would be one of the new releases over the next 6 months. He is going to be putting out that new album. Now, also, they'll be releasing new releases from Adele, Alicia Keys, and, of course, one of your favorite bands, Cotter, Black Eyed Peas. That's right. They're back, baby. Fergie-licious. You ready for this?
Is Fergie back even?
Yeah, I think Fergie's. Did they replace Fergie?
No.
Don't ruin my Friday. Don't start my Friday out like this.
I don't think they replaced her. Is she still there? I don't know.
If the Black Eyed Peas got rid of Fergie,
I think Fergie might have got rid of the Black Eyed Peas.
You just ruined my weekend.
I don't know.
You just ruined my weekend. How dare you?
Okay, sorry.
Well, anyway, so Ozzy apparently he's going to be putting out a new album in the next 6 months, according to a financial statement from Sony. Now, Ozzy actually commented on the new album because my only concern right now is finishing this bloody thing. So you obviously know it's Ozzy right there. We've got the same production time as the last time, so there's definitely going to be some similarities, but you'll just have to wait and see what you think when it comes to the release of this album, and apparently it's happening much sooner than we thought. Now, Duff McKagan is also going to be working on this album like he did the last one. So is Chad Smith of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, they do have some special guests on the album as well. Robert Trujillo of Metallica and Taylor Hawkins, the drummer of Foo Fighters, are both going to be on the album as well. So new Ozzy with a ton of guests. Zach Wilde's going to be on the album.
That was going to be the question. Is Zach back?
He's back on there. Okay. Apparently, Tony Iommi is going to be on the album. Eric Clapton is going to be on the album. Jeff Beck is going to be on the album. This thing is going to be wide-ranging. It should be very interesting when it comes to the brand new Ozzy album, released in the next 6 months.
All right, guys, coming up later on tonight, 6:30, special live stream only. We were saving up some Ask the Internet questions that we felt we couldn't ask at 7 in the morning. It was just inappropriate. Tonight, we ask them all. So get on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. 6:30.
Yeah, we will not leave a question unasked. We have to get to every single one. We'll also have special guests in studio. Mac will be with us for a while. Also, Horde member Lindsay will be stopping by with a beer because we've guilted her into it. So why not? It's going to be a weird night. So grab a cocktail and look for the Cotter and Marshall Show live stream starting around 6:30 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
All right, thank you guys for hanging out on air and on the stream. We appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. All right, there we go.
All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging around. Lindsay, please message us. Message the Cotter and Marshall Show Facebook page. But I'm thinking show up around 7-ish.
Yeah.
But anyway, message us, and we'll get you all the details. I'll send you, addresses.
And you are 21, right? Please. If you're not, don't show up.
Yeah. It's Cotter's number one rule. You have to show an ID.
That's my advice.
Yeah.
Be 21. Be 21, kids.
That's your advice for the kids?
Yeah.
Be 21?
Be 21.
Wow.
Be 21.
Wow. Father of the year there. Be 21, children, when you come see me. Crystal goes, have a
You
great
made
day.
it creepy.
Liquid says, have a great day. I thought he said Crystal. I only make everything creepy. All right, well, let's wrap up the show with advice. I feel like this is our new thing. Let's wrap up the show with advice. Let's start with Cam.
Yes.
Cam, any advice for the people for the weekend?
Go buy some Wild Leap at Habersham.
Oh,
today.
there you go.
You won't be disappointed.
Cotter?
Be 21. That's my advice. That's seriously my advice. Be 21.
Still funny. Wow, what's my advice? I did drink water the other day.
Yeah.
I said pull out the other day.
See you around.
No, I think Cam's got great advice. Go buy some Wild Leap.
There you go.
You won't be disappointed.
All right, see you guys.
Peace out. See you tonight.